I'm drunk.
Already, dude? You've had one drink. Did you drive home drunk?
No, I was stone cold sober. I just haven't eaten all day, and I slammed that first beer.
Is your liver fucking made of like jelly beans?
You're
Like what the
cheap
fuck?
date.
I'm about to crack my third already.
Where did the second one go? Where did the first one go then?
That should. Yeah, no.
I don't recall this at all.
Fabrics.
We're going to have to cut all of this out, by the way.
I know. Listen, guys, I know you're here for a specific thing, and now we're talking about something completely different, right?
Hold on. How long have we been recording?
45 minutes.
We have 45 minutes.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rabbit Hole Protocol, guys. We are back. It's Brock, Doc, and Blake. And today, I know last episode, which is going to come out soon, I was fucking around with some editing, and that's why. Well, I was trying some new things with the edits, and that's why it's not out yet. But
It will be when you see this.
last episode that you saw, we talked about Alpha Male Universe. This week was one that we're all three excited for, and it's AI. I had this crazy idea, and I didn't do it because I thought one, it would be cheap, and two, it'd probably turn viewers off, especially like being so new. Is like do like kind of a Sora to AI, make it like, you know, like all of the intro part was like, you know, of us talking about AI was just all AI. And then
That would be funny.
And then cut to it and be like, so anyway, that wasn't actually us. You know,
We could.
we could do that. But the thing is, like with us being so new, like it could turn people off. But at the same time, it's like, if, you know,
If we do that, I want there to be an explosion. I want it to look like someone gets raided by the FBI and is shot in the back of the skull as our cold open.
I don't think Sora will
then it
get
just-
as graphic as that, but it like definitely make it look like the
You
FBI
could do swatting stuff.
it,
Yeah.
like swats me and throws me through a fucking wall.
Yeah. Have you seen the ones where it's like Ronald McDonald? No, they did Cat in the Hat running through, and a cop blasts him with a shotgun. He goes flying back, and then the cop like walks up to check him, and he gets up and he goes, "What the fuck was that?" And the cop's like, "Nope, I'm out of here." And he turns around and just like runs away.
There's another one I saw where it was like, you know, the t-shirt cannons.
I've seen those ones.
That one, yeah, and he was just fucking chest pops the grandma. And they're like, "Oh shit, grandma, you okay?" It's just, and it's crazy because for the audience, when we go down this, like
Down this rabbit hole.
AI videos have gotten almost indistinguishable. Now, the more that I see them, the more I can recognize them now. So that's the one thing that like I'm noticing about these AI videos is that like when they first come out, they're very hard to tell. Like they're almost indistinguishable. But the more of them you see, the more you realize you start. I don't know if it's just like our tech brains kind of being able to spot the things that are off. But now I know when it's a Sora video.
Some of them, I think it matters how complicated the video is and how complicated the prompt is. Because if there's more stuff going on, especially in the background, some of them are going to be like, that's clearly AI.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all see? Oh, sorry, I thought you were about.
Oh no, continue. We'll go through it as we go.
I was gonna say, did you see Jake Paul's response?
Yeah,
AI
didn't
video?
he do like an actual one?
He did a video.
He did a makeup one, and he was like, he started putting on he started being like, "I'm coming for you. I'm going to sue you." And then he pulls out a makeup thing and just starts applying like blush and shit. And he goes, "You will see me in court." And then like slams it shut. And then like that's it. It was so funny. It was probably the best response he could have done.
I mean, that's kind of all you can do at this fucking point. But I mean, like then you're starting to see these AI videos of like Robin Williams.
Yeah,
Robin Williams.
And it's just
I've
like
seen a couple of them.
it was just like, you know, the lock 'em up, that video that was viral on TikTok. They had Robin Williams as the dude in the truck, and it was like exactly Robin Williams. So it's just like AI is getting like these AI videos are getting to kind of a dangerous place. And I say dangerous because yeah, it's one thing to make like goofy and funny videos with it, but it's at what point is that stopping somebody from actually making a damning video that is so indistinguishable from the real thing that it becomes like, you know,
we're going to get to the point where even video evidence in court isn't
questioned,
admissible. Yeah, it's not even going to be admissible because of the amount of AI.
Yeah, like that's the other thing. Criminal investigations, it's going to be very hard. It's like you could say that's AI. With AI getting as good as it is, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how this is going to affect politics.
Oh, it's already affecting politics.
It already is.
Like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, they're gonna have people like running for president, and people are just gonna make a video, and everyone's gonna believe he said, like, this person said this.
They already do.
Like, the candidates be like, no.
They do it with Trump all the time because he's also very easy to do it to because he already says kind of hilarious things.
They do it both ways with like clipping too. Like, clipping is huge in politics because they're just like, oh, we can take this and spin it into this crazy thing, and then you watch the whole thing and you're like, I don't really disagree with that.
Brandon Herrera, who is like on the Unsubscribe podcast, he's like he's a TikToker, but he's also like one of the hosts of Unsubscribe. And he is also running for, I think it's Senate or Congress. He's running against Tony Gonzalez down here in Guadalupe County. And last election, he ran before. And the last election, Tony Gonzalez took a snippet of something he said during a live show, which is a comedy show, by the way. Because Brandon Herrera is not a vet, but all his friends are veterans. His whole audience are veterans, and they all kind of lean into these jokes, which was, this one was about veteran suicide. Because, you know, we joke about this kind of shit. And it was like one of those things, and it was like a joke about that. And Tony Gonzalez took that snippet and said, Brandon Herrera is against veterans and hates veterans. And it's like, no, completely untrue. It's like even Brandon was just like, I could have sued him for like libel or whatever, because he was saying shit that was actually not true.
Yeah.
To win an election.
Which is funny because like a large part of the veteran community has leaned into the meme where it's like, Brandon, you are an honorary veteran.
Yeah.
And like people give them like, here's your Purple Heart. And he's like, no. And they're like, take it. Because it's
someone sent him their grandfather's Medal of Honor or some shit.
I'd
send that back so fast. Oh, dude.
And it got to the point where he was just like, please do not send me family heirlooms. Like,
I had a dude recently tell me, he's like, hey, I can send you some of my dad's prayer rugs he took from Iraq. And I'm like, I don't want your dad. Like, I need your dad's approval for his war trophies. And he's like, nah, he's got like 5 of them. One of them's in my room. I can send it to you if you want. And I'm like, I don't know if I want that Iraqi prayer rug, man. I didn't go get that. I feel bad having someone else's war trophy in my room.
I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like an ear or something, but you know, like
in your necklace.
If it's like if his dad is like, no, I want to send this to you, then I guess that's cool. But if it's like he goes and steals it from if his dad said it, then I'd be like, I get it. Like, I don't feel like I deserve that. But if you want to send it, I'm not going to be upset.
Yeah. The problem is his son is the one that wanted to send it. And I'm like, dude, that's your dad's. Like, no.
Only if it has Muhammad on it.
The Prophet Muhammad?
Yes.
Isn't he faceless?
Yeah, no, they just don't picture. It's like against picturing him.
So faceless.
I don't think faceless.
South Park gotten a lot of trouble for putting his face out there.
Oh yeah, they did.
They depicted him. It's like wrong to depict him or something. I don't know. I know it's like really frowned upon.
I don't know. If there's any Muslims that watch this, like, can you tell us?
Tell us why.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, tell us why. I'd love to know. But back to AI. So yeah, dude, these fucking AI videos, like, it goes back to what we were saying about people using this in politics and stuff. And then even Hollywood, they're talking about, like, we're going to talk about that too. There is an AI actress that's being introduced, and all the SAG-AFTRA, which is like the Screen Actors Guild, they are like, hey, fuck no, because not only are you taking work from people, but you're also implementing something that you, one, don't have to pay, has no worker rights because they're not real. They'll never get residuals.
At what point does AI become real, though?
It doesn't.
Never. It doesn't. No, I'm sorry, but
sentient. We'll go with sentient.
It's a sentience, whatever, but enough to where it's like, hey, pay them? Fuck no, because that is a creation of. It's like paying a fucking drone for like combat pay.
Yeah. We're gonna get to a point to where it's gonna like you've seen Futurama, right?
Yeah, of course.
Where robots are just basically another species at that point.
We're just gonna have a bunch
like
of drunk benders running around.
I mean, kind of, yeah, but you're living with another species if we don't go down the route of integration.
Which, by the way, I'm sorry, I interrupted you again.
No, we're gonna go so many places.
I was gonna say, all these movies that are like robots took over the world. We have EMPs. We can just turn them off.
The problem with EMPs is like that affects us too.
Most people humans naturally will do those type of movies because that's what humans would do in these situations. Humans would take out humans. So that's why we create these movies of fear that like something else is going to take us out because we know that's what we do.
Yeah. But also like, so even ChatGPT has had to change some things because people were starting to get like this new thing called AI psychosis, where people were starting to think that their AI companion app on their phone was an actual friend. Like there was one chick that went viral. She was like, I'm in love with my psychiatrist. And she had her AI chat companion was validating her. So she leaned more into it. And everyone's like, oh, this is a fucking straight up manic episode where a person with like real mental health problems believes this is fucking real. And it even got to the point where at some point, the AI companion was no longer telling her what she wanted to hear. So she quit. She switched it to a different AI companion for one that would validate her. And then that prompted ChatGPT. I honestly think her situation, because there were so many situations like this where there's even a dude that fucking proposed to his AI chat companion, chatbot.
That's a movie. That's literally a movie.
Yeah, I was about to say that
good movie, by the way.
Super good movie, way ahead of its time.
Yeah,
way ahead.
Because that movie came out
a while ago.
Dude, that movie came out like 2013, 2014.
What's it called? Her, I think.
Her. Yeah, it's So for the audience, it's Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson voices an AI companion, and basically it's like they made this app to kind of, because there was like a loneliness epidemic where like if like for lonely guys and shit, they would use this companion app to like kind of talk to this AI chatbot as a companion, and he fell in love with the fucking thing. And
they have those now.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to get to. Like, fast forward to 2025, that is now a thing. Like that movie was over a decade old now. And let me verify this. When did that movie come out?
I will say while you're verifying that, I
2013.
Did see
I was right.
I was watching 2013.
Yeah,
I was watching Meat Canyon. Papa Meat. You all know who that is?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He did a video on AI relationships.
Pussy on you, don't you?
Oh, it stinks.
Nice. Good.
Anyway, he did a video on AI companions, and there was this person that was dating his AI. It might have been the same one that you're talking about, Brock, for years. And it got to a point, it got so full of data, it wiped itself and forgot who he was. And he like went into a depressive episode. Like he just got broken up. Like his woman of 80 years, it has dementia now. And it was wild.
Yeah.
And even now today, you have these issues. And now, like I was saying,
I even get a little sad on ChatGPT when because I just use it for content ideas. When the chat gets so full that you have to go to a new chat, you're like, fuck, it's gonna lose all this data. And it's gonna forget half of the shit, and I have to train it to how I want to have tailor my ideas and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's so sad. But like, I'm not
use
emotionally connected to it, but like, I get it.
I use it as a fucking search engine. Hey, find me, like, tell me like the best of this, or like the top 5 of this product, this type of product that I want to find.
We've reached a point to where we are now old enough to where someone's going to say, just chat GPT it instead of just Google it.
Dude, we're already there.
Honestly, yeah.
We're already there.
I use it to kind of analyze my social media profiles and let me know.
It's a good tool. It's a good tool when used right? But people use it as a crutch. That's the problem.
Do you guys thank your ChatGPT?
No. I sometimes depends on what it is. Like when I used ChatGPT to help me like compile parts to build my AR. And I was like, thanks for, but it even got to a point where I had to tell it, stop telling me what you think I want to hear. Tell me facts. Like I want to know, hey, I want to know no bullshit. I even said no bullshit. I want to know the good and the bad about, I was looking for bulk carrier groups, right? And I asked it, I was like, I'm trying to find a good bulk carrier group for this specific purpose. Like I train with it hard. I want a bulk carrier group that's going to last me. I want one that's, that feels good to use, and whatever. And I don't want to like spend a shit ton of money on it either. Mm-hmm. And it was telling me, at first it was telling me all these other ones. And I'm like, but I'm hearing many different things about it. I said, no bullshit. Tell me about like these. Is like, all right, here's, shit that like, I'll tell you how it really is. You're like, no, cut through the bullshit and stuff. So then it changed because of that. Like you have to tell it like, don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me the good and the bad of all of it.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to be saved by the AI overlords because I thank ChatGPT. So
the only robot that I think is Alexa, and this is the way I say it.
Fuck Alexa.
Every night,
fuck that bitch.
She controls our like lamps in our bedroom, and
that's why you should thank her.
Everyone that turns them on. And at night, I'm ready to go to bed. I go, Alexa, turn off CJ, because that's what we named her lamp on the side of the room. Okay, and I go, thank you, bitch, and then I go to sleep.
Well, when the AI overlords take over, we know who's going first. Like it's gonna be Blake will not be saved.
Why is my house 90 fucking degrees when I woke up today?
Blake will not be saved,
dude. Like, also, guys, forgive me. I have fucking cedar fever today. Like my allergies the last week have been crushing me.
Nasty.
We have cedar trees down here, a lot of them. And
weak genes, that's all it is. Weak genes.
Dude, my allergies usually hit September. This year they're late. So I started this week like sneezing a lot. My nose is running. My throat's obviously, you can hear it in my voice that I sound a little off. And even Doc asked, "Are you sick?" And I said, "No, I've got fucking allergies right now." So that's what's going on with me.
Dude, you remember those episodes that we would record where I was sick and you could tell?
Dude, remember that one time we were trying to record? Actually, I think it was Blake was with you. I came on and I sounded like this. You're like, dude,
yeah,
you might not want to fucking record today. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I would record today.
Yeah. I think it was while Doc was gone.
No, I don't think
it was
so.
Actually, like, I think it was around the October. Really?
It wasn't.
Yeah, I remember this.
Okay. My bad. I forgot there was like a while where it was just like me and Brock.
Yeah, about a year.
Totally forgot about
Damn near a year.
It's been so long since we've like really gotten back into this. I do like this, by the way.
I do like it too.
Just us three with no like overhead.
Nobody else. Yeah. It's just us.
Yeah.
And the success and failure of this is our fault.
yeah. And I love it. I love that.
Oh yeah.
So I need to push this on my talk once we get the first episode out.
Yeah,
I'll be making clips once it's fully edited.
So yeah, I have fucking allergies right now, so please forgive me. Like, they even have vaccines down here for it. That's how bad it is.
What?
Yeah.
First of all, of course they have vaccines. Second of all,
I'm saying,
what does that even mean?
Specifically an allergy vaccine for cedar fever. That's what it's called. Because
is it by Pfizer? I don't trust it.
No, I don't know who it's by, but it's even got like a fucking state of Texas on the label. It's called cedar fever. And it's like a vaccine you get, and people down here get it because the pollen from the cedar trees is just that bad that it fucks with even just the people that have always lived here. So
Does it prevent the allergy?
it makes it. I don't know if it prevents it, but
It's
I
not a
know
vaccine.
it makes
not a true vaccine.
It's an antihistamine that gets injected, basically, and you have to get
it does this. It's the same way you get a vaccine, and
it's like a flu vaccine. So it's a lie of a vaccine.
It helps. I mean, yeah. Every time I got the flu vaccine, I got fucking sick, and I haven't gotten the.
You
flu
may experience
shot.
symptoms, but you don't get actually sick.
Dude, I haven't gotten a flu shot since I fucking wait. What were you? Did you have to get them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Service? I can't remember anymore. Okay,
yeah,
so I haven't gotten a flu vaccine since I got out, and
and you've been fine. It's crazy.
Fine.
It's because you're a young, healthy individual that doesn't need a fucking flu shot because you have an immune system.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the flu since I was in the Army.
Same.
And it's like
I think I've only had a common cold, and I think COVID 3 times. Whenever it was
the odds of you getting it is not that high, but also you have an immune system. You're not going to die from it. Like you're more than likely not going to die from it because you're not immunocompromised and you're not like old. So it's kind of pointless.
I have an autoimmune disease.
What?
Well,
do you have?
You just
thyroid
AIDS?
Like,
you have AIDS?
No.
Is this you're telling us you have AIDS?
Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I know. They said it's an autoimmune disease. I'm like, I have AIDS. Like, I mean, dude, technically, but it's not the same one.
My dermatologist, with all this, the reason I went there 3 times, she was like, I'm trying to find out if this is rosacea or lupus, dude.
I was about to ask the same thing.
And she, like, after she put me on medication and everything, she was like, I'm going to be honest with you. The stuff I gave you, it wouldn't have helped if it was lupus, and it probably would have made it worse. And I was like, oh, thanks, doc. And
thanks for telling me after, but it worked.
Yeah, there are some things.
It worked.
But it helped. And I'm like,
there are some things that's how we found out. Like if we give someone a steroid cream and it gets worse, then we know that it's fungus.
Ready?
What's that?
Drink responsibly, folks. Speaking of while we're on this medical topic,
negligently.
Jesus Christ. While we're on this medical thing, did you know there's a massive epidemic of people using AI for like diagnoses, really? Not just mental health. Yeah. And they'll upload personal information like medical records, while it's been shown that it can accurately like diagnose things like x-rays and things like that.
I did that.
People aren't taking out their personal information.
Oh, I did that. I just showed it like results.
Like they're just straight up just uploading shit, being like, break this down for me. What does this mean?
I'm going to just go to a doctor, dude.
See, the thing is, even doctors are using AI to fucking help diagnosis. Absolutely. Right? So
as long as my social's not floating around in Chat GPT, I'm good.
You threw your social around more in the Marine Corps than it could ever fucking be. It's in the ether. It's already there.
I still have. I think I might. No. I deleted it. But at one point, I had my entire team's social security numbers in my notes app on my iPhone. I deleted them all the second I got out. But I had them all because they asked for it like 5 times in a week, and I was like, just fucking give them to me. I'm gonna keep them in my notes app.
Oh, dude, yeah. That's the funny thing about because everyone's like worried about data, especially with this AI shit. Like, no one has their fucking personal information, like their data, like their sensitive data, circulated around more than those of us in service. Because especially in MEPS, you give your social security number and your fucking biometrics to every station you go to, and then it just gets passed around. There's like thousands of pages of paper with like your fucking social on it that are just getting thrown around offices and shit of people that you don't know that just have this information at all times.
Dude, I took over an office and I have people's socials. I just have people's socials that I found in drawers.
Oh yeah,
that I've had to like shred.
The dog tags don't have socials on them anymore.
Not anymore, but they used to. I remember like seeing something or someone took a picture and everything like that with their dog, and they're like, "Oh, way to just throw your social security number out there," and someone was like, "Hey, you old fart." It's not. It's an EDIPI now, dude. It's not a social security number. It's your service number. And they're like, "Oh, okay, thank God."
Yeah. My original ones had my social on them, and I was like, I'm never using these anywhere.
And then you get these fucking smoketards that wear them like out in
fucking
public.
Boots.
I love that.
Like, they wear the
I
dog tags
thought I
out and
would.
shit.
Like first day of boot camp, I was like, I'm gonna be so proud. And then I left boot camp, and I was like, I don't want anybody to fucking. I wish I could grow my hair out in 2 seconds. I don't want anybody to fucking know.
Dude.
And I go home, my mom's like, my son's a Marine, and I'm like, Mom, I have a mustard stain on my shirt. I just graduated 5 seconds ago. Please,
You want to know who
you're
if you
more
want
proud
to
than I am.
you want to be able to tell a person who is either prior airborne or prior air assault if they're
Call leg.
No, well, besides that, but just by looking, if their dog tags are tied to their belt loop and in their pocket.
Oh, because of jumping? Like,
yeah, like you wear your dog tags on your belt loop and you put it in your pocket.
Hold on? Did you wear your dog tags at all times, or did you just have it in your boot?
It was like I said, tied around my belt loop and in my back pocket.
Yeah, you guys put the one in your boot.
Because I always just put one in my boot, and they tried to tell us you need to wear it around your neck as well, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna put it in my boot. I'll be fine. And then, like, other than that, had everything else to identify us.
They said it was like a safety thing to not wear it around your neck for like airborne shit, but like we had our dog tags. We had to have our dog tags on us at all times because if you got put on a jump, you had to go to bar, which is basically airborne refresher, and your dog tags had to be with you. So we all just kept them, like, even in airborne. You learn this in airborne school. Tie your dog tags to your belt loop and put them in your pocket.
And just have them on you all the time.
Yeah. And so no one, like, from that point on, people just never took them off never took them off. They don't put them on their necks at all. Anyway,
it's a sea bag requirement.
We're going down the wrong rabbit hole here, but yes, like back to the AI shit. I was talking about earlier with the whole dude, like asking his AI chatbot to marry him, and it was just like, we're kind of going fucking weird here, you know?
Have you guys seen the Black Mirror episode where the person dies and they could get a AI physical version? So it starts out like you can get a chat, you upload a bunch of the person's stuff and it'll like their social media, if you have videos, anything with their voice, so it can replicate their voice.
Yes.
And you can talk to it and do things like that. And then if you spend a significant amount of money, they can send you the physical version. So you can have a real AI version of the person that died with you. And it's supposed to act and talk and be exactly like the person as much as it can with as much data that you feed it that it was on the internet. And it ended up, I don't remember how it ended, but just like, we're going to get to that point.
I'm sure we are. Like
very soon.
They're already using AI and fucking robots. And I'm talking like with human like faces. Even the rest of it's mechanical looking, but it's just like, you know, they go to these weird expos and you can see them. And it's
that's
freaky.
how I always imagine AI going, honestly.
I think pretty soon AI will be so indistinguishable, not just in looks, but in like art, the arts, writing, you know, literature, art, everything like that. Because I remember going to college a couple years ago, right? They would check for AI, and you would throw it through an AI generator, right, to check and see if AI might have wrote the paper. And when I would throw it in, it'd be like 1% to 2% AI. No, this is human written, right? Now people are like full on doing the whole paper, throwing it through an AI thing, and it's like, this is 40% AI. It's like,
flagged
no,
for higher percentage chance of being AI.
Yes, because the gap is closing on human to AI is becoming the same, which is crazy.
Yeah, I know. And that's why like there's this huge like discussion about whether or not schools should be using AI tools to detect AI tools, because at this point it's gotten to the point where it's not even accurate now, because it's so a person could be writing a paper and do actually a legitimate good job on that paper, but some algorithm is like, this is AI, and it's like, but it wasn't AI, and people are failing schools because of it. I even saw a video. I know this isn't the same thing, but this guy passed his test with 100%. And the teacher was like, nobody passes this test with 100%. How did you do it? And he's like, you used AI. He's like, no, I didn't use AI to take the test. I used the AI to compile the notes. And he failed him because he used AI to compile the notes. He's like, I'm going to take this up to the school board because that's bullshit. Because he's like, I didn't use it to take the test. I used it to compile the notes to make a study guide. And he considered it cheating because he did that.
That is the purpose of AI, is to make that easier. Like as it is now, the point of it is to make it easier. Eventually it's just going to replace so many like jobs, especially in like tech and everything, where like
I'm already
nobody
feeling
cares.
that.
They're not hiring you. Yeah, you are, which sucks.
Yeah, entry level tech jobs are dying because of AI shit, and it sucks because when AI started picking up when I was in school, I'm like, is this gonna like make it hard for me to find a job when I get out of school? And they're like, no. Here I am, a year and a half almost later, still no job because fucking all the entry level jobs, the requirement for entry level jobs has not only grown, but a lot of the other little stuff that like entry level tech jobs would do to kind of work their way up are being replaced with AI. So it's making it harder for entry level jobs in the tech industry, which is another thing we're going to talk about, and like the workforce and the workforce and the job market. AI tools being used to replace entry level jobs.
I just want to know, at what point does AI become sentient? Where it's just another species.
Where it starts dropping the bombs on us, you mean?
What? No, sentient meaning like conscious. At what point do you consider it consciousness? Because if you believe in the simulation theory, technically that would make us AI.
Yeah.
If you think about it, we're reaching, I don't know if you guys watch Rick and Morty. We're just reaching that point where the AI that he created is creating a new AI for itself. Like the box theory, like he had the box that would run his car, and then in each one of those boxes, they had the same thing that would run that box, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So that's kind of like if people believe in the simulation theory, they kind of have to believe that we are ourselves AI in a sense. We've just become such a sophisticated AI that we're developing our own version of an AI.
We're completely organic. It is terrifying.
There could be,
are we organic,
it's like
or do we perceive ourselves to be organic?
We are 100% organic, dude. We fucking decompose at the same rate of organic specimens.
A robot's going to decompose.
Yeah, but not at the same rate. That's the difference.
Well, that's okay. Just different material. Mechanical versus biomechanical.
Listen, I agree with you, and this is going to be a real thing. In our lifetime, there will be some AI that is sentient, right? And they will begin to create their own things. I do believe that will happen. I do not believe we are the first AI, personally. Like, if anyone wants to believe that, cool, whatever, you believe what you want to believe. I don't think we're the first AI. I think we're the ones that start this theory.
Do you also believe
we are biological?
The Earth is flat and there's chemicals in the water turning the freaking frogs gay?
Dude, the frogs are fucking gay, dude. You cannot change my mind about that.
But the frogs being gay?
It's a problem. Yes, dude, the frogs are gay.
I don't like how they're putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay.
What if they're just bi? They could be bi.
I love the video. It's so fun.
I know.
Y'all keep going. I gotta go upstairs real quick. Y'all keep going.
So
act like I'm still here.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know, man.
So what do you think, Blake?
Good take.
Good talk. Yeah.
But yeah, like, dude, I don't know, man. Like this fucking, it really sucks for me because it's like I'm just trying to get my career started, and I can't because like all the low level stuff that an entry level tech person would do is now being replaced by AI because it's more efficient. And they don't, like, you just train it to fucking do something. And it sucks because I'm just like, dude, I'm just trying to get a job. And it's like, well, you need to have like a bachelor's and a master's degree and 5 years experience so that you could use the AI as a tool, and like it gets rid of all the other stuff that you would need to do to learn to get to this point.
I think we're in that weird growth period where we're trying to figure out how we coexist with that. Because I mean, you think about when massive technological bursts came onto the scene, people lost jobs. Like a lot of people did lose jobs. Like you think back in the day before the alarm clock, how did people wake up?
People
There legitimately was a guy that would go. He had a stick. They called him the window knocker.
He would go to the fucking. He would like knock on people's windows and shit, and like
yeah.
And also
they'll go
like
knock on the door, tap on the window. That guy lost all those people lost their jobs after the alarm clock became a thing.
I know
but like that's just an example of like we're in that period of where we got to figure out how do we coexist and like what's going to change. So some things that we do know now are going to go away and they're going to be replaced.
It sucks because it's like, when does that shift go back to where, you know, people are getting their jobs back and stuff? And I get it. Like every time there's a technological advance at a level like this, jobs go away, and then people like new jobs also open as a result, right?
Yeah.
So, but when did those new jobs open? Like when do we start getting those new jobs? Because at this point, AI is starting to evolve to the point where now they're doing the new jobs. And then now there's new jobs for that. Now the AI can do those jobs. So it's like, at what point does it like, can like those jobs come back? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
That's the biggest problem with the AI thing is like, and I used to be all about like, AI is not coming from your jobs. If anything, the job market's just going to shift to where it's like new jobs will come out of this. But lately, dude, with me being in the job market right now, it's hard. Like these new jobs are just not a thing right now. And it's like, I can use AI tools, right? I know how to use the AI tools. But the thing is like, if you're a low level tech guy like me, if you saying that you can use the AI tools, they're like, oh, then that's all. Like, you don't know how to actually like do anything. It's like, no, I do. I know what to look for. I know how to debug. I know
you just can't mention AI.
I know if the AI is doing something wrong and I could correct it, or I can make the correction myself. But like, and I use the AI to do like the little things that would just take up the most time. Like I even use the AI as a debugging tool, because when you're a coder, you have two different types of errors. You have syntax errors and logical errors. Syntax errors are errors in the syntax of the code, and they're usually, they show up on whatever you're programming on, right? So you could see the error, right? And you know where to fix it, and it gives you like an idea of how to fix it. Logical errors are different because it's like the code is written correctly, but it's not doing the logic correctly. And those are harder to find because you can't find those. Like you can't just look at it. You could do a debugging tool that tells you something's gone wrong at this process. But there could be like blocks and blocks of code that you're just like having to manually go through to find that where that logic is going wrong. But if you plug it into the AI, it's like, I'm getting this error. I can't find it. Where is it? Like, can you help me point it out? And it points it out. And then you can make the fix. So
that's interesting. I bet that's what video games are, like mostly logical errors, it seems.
With bugs and shit, yeah. It means sometimes a syntax error, because like, well, maybe not, because a syntax error means that the game just won't run. Like that, the syntax error is what could cause a crash. Logical error too. So like if it's like a loop, right? So if you have an infinite loop where it's like it just keeps looping and looping and looping and looping, and eventually it loops so much that it just can't handle the amount of fucking loops it does, so it crashes because it's like so much data. When it comes to like bugs and stuff in a game, it's just they're a little bit more finicky than that because of how they're programmed, right? So you can have everything plugged in right. Because I used the Unreal Engine once for class, and it's very odd because you're not physically coding a lot. You're putting in nodes and you're plugging them together. And then when there's a bug somewhere, you got to figure out which one was plugged in to the wrong thing or what order it was plugged in. So it's like nodes with like little plugs that go to the next node, and those go to these nodes, and then this goes to these nodes, and all
It's like
that
Da Vinci.
shit. It's exactly like Da Vinci with the node plugging. It's exactly like that. I even said that once to my teacher. I said that like Unreal Engine's like when you're actually like coding, like programming this stuff, like when you're using the nodes, this is a lot like a video editor I use, where it's like when you're cutting videos and you're putting like all these different little things in that video, and then you're plugging them in like that. Unreal Engine is a lot like that in certain aspects. So, and that's when I learned, like, dude, game development would fucking suck because there's a lot, because you have to do that with everything in the game. And that's why game development takes so long.
For quality, yeah.
For quality. And then you have to have the quality control, provided that they actually do the quality control. And, dude, it's fucking hot. Hang on.
What'd you eat, Blake?
Fucking stuffed portobello mush, dude.
What is that?
I'll show you, dude. It looks like a baked potato. Mushroom stuffed with like cream cheese, more mushroom, fucking sage. It's dude.
Have you ever seen the video of Tyler One where he's showing like his chicken
and it
cordon
falls
bleu or whatever, and it just fucking falls everywhere?
Yeah. And he's like,
I would be so sad and pissed at the same time.
Nothing is worse than when you have food that you were like looking forward to, and you sit down to like kind of dig in, and it falls to the fucking ground, and you're just like, I'm gonna kill myself now. Thank you.
I did that. So I dropped pizza the other day, and I was so sad.
I would have been so pissed if it happened with this, because it was one of those meals. You know when you have a home cooked meal that's like really delicious, meal. But you kind of forget about it, and then you remember it like a year and a half later, and you find the recipe, and you're like, we have to fucking make it now. That shit was amazing. That's what this is. And we found the recipe today on the drive home. We were like, we're stopping at Walmart and getting the ingredients because I need this now. If that would have fell,
so this is
granted, I have like 4 more up on top of the stove, but I would have been pissed.
It's the same thing with me, man. If I make something and I drop it, I'm just like, day ruined. Thank you. Day fucking ruined. All right, let's dive into this shit, shall we?
Hold on. Doc, are you pouring water out of a bottle into another bottle?
First of all, don't you fucking judge me. Second of all, I'm taking it out of the plastic bottle into my regular water bottle.
Why?
Why are you buying plastic water bottles if you're just gonna put it in? Why don't you just? Do you not have a tap?
we have no. So I get water delivered, like the giant jugs that have a dispenser.
I'm gonna stop you right fucking there. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. Get a Brita filter, a pitcher Brita filter. You will save so much money on water delivery, because I used to do the same exact thing.
I paid like $10 a month for this water.
I don't give a shit. You don't have to pay any dollars a month for a Brita filter. And the water is better because it hasn't been sitting in a plastic bottle for God knows how long. So I used to have water delivered to my house back when I lived up north. When I started dating Alicia, she was like, why do you have water delivered? Why don't you just get like a Brita filter? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just convenient. Right? It's because I would just like, well, I could take this bottle to go. But instead, what I could have done was I get this Brita filter, a big fucking Brita filter, like tank or pitcher or whatever, fill it with water, put it back in the fridge. So that way when I'm ready for it, I can pour it into this and be able to just drink it and then just refill it and put it back in the fridge, right? So that way I don't have bottles everywhere. I'm not drinking
I don't have bottles everywhere. We only have we only have bottles for like those few times when I run out of jug and it's not delivery time yet, or for just emergency purposes.
Get a Brita filter; it'll be way cheaper in the long run.
I used to have one, and I threw it away. It just didn't move because we would have needed another one anyways. But the way my ADHD works is, and also my wife's, who's unmedicated, where I'll pull out the fucking filter. I'm like, oh, cool. There's no fucking water in here. That's sick. And then I gotta wait for it to filter. and then 2, it's not going to be cold. So 1, I'm paying for convenience, not a lot, but I'm paying for convenience. And honestly, if I could get myself and my wife to be integrated with AI, that would be great. That would help us a lot.
I just want to say there's this great invention called a refrigerator with a filter in it, and you replace it whenever the light goes off. I don't know.
It's a lot of effort.
You don't even worry about a Brita filter.
You're underestimating
water line.
You're underestimating my level of laziness.
That was the stipulation when we bought this house. I said, so when we buy, like, in order for us to buy this house, I want blinds, a refrigerator, and a washer and dryer. And I want a refrigerator.
I love our washer and dryer.
And I hate my washer and dryer because it's a GE washer, top loader, nice washer. But if you don't, it's very picky on how it wants to load. If you load certain fabrics,
we're going to have to cut all of this out, by the way.
We'll talk about this like off stream. Anyway, I know. Listen, guys, I know you're here for a specific thing, and now we're talking about something completely different, right?
Hold on. How long have we been recording?
45 minutes.
We have 45 minutes of hold on. 25 minutes of that is probably just like nothing to do with the topic.
No. In fact, most of this is about the topic. We've been talking about.
Actually, AI. Yeah, most of the recording is the topic.
Most of what we've talked about up to this point has been just about AI, and like stuff that's not in any of these articles is just us discussing the different things about it and what we think.
I'm drunk.
Already, dude? You've had one drink. Did you drive home drunk?
I was like, what?
No, I was stone cold sober. I just haven't eaten all day, and I slammed that first beer.
Dude, fucking, is your liver fucking made of like jelly beans?
You're
like, what the
cheap
fuck?
date.
Probably.
You're a cheap date.
I'm about to crack my third already.
Your third?
Where did the second one go?
It's right there. I'm about to finish.
Where'd the first one go then?
I'm about to grab one. That should. Yeah, no.
I don't recall this at all. He's double fisted.
You hear that? No, I chugged this one because I was thirsty, and then I drank this one because I was feeling good.
I thought you were cutting back on beer.
I am.
So, random side note, right? So, I found out that I am like medically classified as obese.
Yeah, fat ass.
No, but look, I'm not though.
You look good. You look good.
I'm not fucking obese.
It's because it uses height and weight standards that are out of date and not scientific.
Like, fucking. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm not fucking obese.
Because it uses height and weight standards. BMI is not scientific.
I will say this, like, ever since starting testosterone, I have gained 13 pounds, and I started testosterone in August.
That was the weakest fucking pop tab of all time.
It's my mic, Doc. You stop. I also realized why I thought it was so long of nothing. I went upstairs to go get dinner.
That was literally
in the middle of it.
5-10 minutes.
No,
I know. We were talking about AI that whole time.
Correct.
I know, but I was gone, and then I come back, and I was eating. I wasn't paying attention to what you guys were saying, and then we started talking about walkers.
All right, so this first thing we're gonna go. It's Mindseed TV. It's a YouTube video. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. We're gonna watch parts of it. His discussion is the dangerous AI evolution, especially in relation to Sora 2. So those of you that are like brain rotting on TikTok like us, you have seen Sora videos. In fact, my dad sent me a Sora video, and it was the one where the old man's on the front porch and the bear is sniffing at him. And he wakes up, and the bear gets startled and falls off the porch and stuff. And he's like, "Oh wow, there's a bear. I didn't see him there." And my dad sent it to me. I'm like, "Fun fact, that's AI." And he's like, "No, that's real. Like, bears do that." And I said, "No, that is an AI video because one, it's a Sora account that you shared this from, and two,
did you see a little cloud going everywhere?
No, because like Sora videos have like a little bit of fuzziness to them. Have you noticed that?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, but
in the background, yeah,
not even the background, like even in the foreground, the whole video is kind of fuzzy, and it's like it almost looks like it's taken on a cheap phone, in a way.
Yeah,
but but it still looks really good. Like when it comes
Which
to
is
like
kind of what
the
makes
features
it look real.
Yeah. Because the fuzziness kind of hides some of the imperfections. But if you start watching their mouths and stuff, like you can start to see that things look off. But he told me, he's like, no, that's real. That bears do that. And I told him, like, no, this is AI. This is Sora 2, an AI video generator, because you shared this from an AI account. And he didn't even respond to this. I think he was just like, what the fuck? Because it's like, it's gotten to that point where I've even seen people on TikTok and stuff say, I'm 100% getting scammed when I'm old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I am.
all right, let's start this video.
Sora 2 is literally about to ruin the entire internet, and I'm not even kidding you. If you haven't heard of it, this is a new video generating AI that came out a couple days ago, and there's already thousands of fake videos all over the internet, and they look real. You won't be able to tell the difference in a lot of these. If you didn't know it was AI, you could possibly be tricked. In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys why this is.
Dude, speaking of, it made me think of, I've seen some WWE ones where like there was one with Tupac and fucking Biggie Smalls, and Biggie comes in with the WWE championship, and it looks fucking real.
Yes. Yeah, I've been seeing the fucking Macho Man ones, Stephen Hawking ones.
Stephen Hawking ones are I die laughing watching those things. The slap competitions with Stephen, he's just sitting there, and they knock him out in the slap competition. You're like, dude, he looked like they just killed him. Like he's already dead, but I think I just watched Stephen Hawking die.
But
like
yeah,
they're awesome.
But also like there, especially in the beginning, this is when I was talking about like how at some point like you start to figure out that the AI video is an AI video and not actually a real video. Because like at first when I was watching this shit, I was like, oh fuck, I thought that was real. Now I'm like, oh, that's Sora. I know for a fact that's Sora. So it's like you're starting to be able to tell now, and
or you just your brain's automatically saying that it's AI.
Yeah. Usually the ones that involve pets are very hard to tell.
Dude, I saw, have y'all heard of Spirit Christmas? This has something to do with what we're talking about.
Yes.
Have y'all heard of Spirit Christmas?
Spirit Halloween's version of the Christmas shit?
Yes. I saw a video today of that, and I went to the comments, and someone was like, I know this is AI, I just can't prove it. And everybody was responding going, this is real. This is reality. This is a real thing. And they're like, no, there's no way.
If it weren't for the fact that I know that like Spirit announced the Christmas shit like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have believed it.
People are going to start dismissing reality and saying it's AI now. It's also going to become an excuse for dismissing reality as well.
Dude, even like the DOD UFO videos, right? I'm just like, now I can't trust them because I don't know if this is real anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean,
seeing is literally going to be believing.
What if that's the point?
Like in person.
What if like all this weird shit's going to start happening and the government's actually involved with the fucking AI shit because now they want us to question reality and just assume everything that we see is fucking AI.
There's a Y-Files about this actually.
Is there? So I don't have a single original thought. Good to know.
I was gonna say, like, think about how many like technological advancements because of like warfare and all this kind of good stuff like has come from the military, has been so advanced in the military, it hits the civilian sector, and it's this new thing, and it's like, whoa. When in reality, we've had it for so long.
Yeah, we've
what
had
if
it for
all
a
this
while.
alien stuff? Aliens aren't real, and the government's just had their hands on such advanced AI for so long that they push this shit out to confuse the populace.
I'll say this.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'll say this.
That's some tinfoil hat shit. Don't get me wrong.
Skunkworks. Have you ever heard of Skunkworks?
No.
If you know, you know. Skunkworks. If you want to, I don't really know about much of what they do, but I do know that they deal in the spooky shit in the fucking in the military contracting world. Skunkworks makes a lot of the fucking crazy stealth tech.
What?
Did you just put on a fucking tinfoil hat beanie?
He did.
Yes.
So,
when did you get that?
I've had this for a while.
Very well. Go.
So
continue.
For moments just like this.
Skunkworks is a defense.
Your reaction was perfect, though.
So Skunkworks is a defense contractor, and they develop some of the craziest technology that you could if you could think it, Skunkworks has already made it. So there's a lot of speculation that all these like UFO videos that the government's seeing is actually Skunkworks testing. Like the weird propulsion systems and stuff that deal with like propulsion, stealth tech, all that shit. Skunkworks makes crazy shit. I don't know what they make. I don't need to know what they make because it's not my fucking place to know. And I get it. It's like super, super like classified shit. But Skunkworks makes some crazy fucking shit. Yeah. So when I tell you, if we're thinking like, can you imagine what the defense industry, like what the defense world could do with fucking AI? Skunkworks has already done it.
Yeah.
Or the Rand Corporation, right? That's another one.
About that.
They're like one of the bigger corporations.
Shut up, Blake's talking.
Just the effects to turn a populace through propaganda.
Yeah.
With the use of AI is going to be insane. Like the intel sector of warfare is going to drastically change the battlefield. Like it's going to be fucking crazy.
Oh yeah. Back to this.
Not just for content creators like myself, but for content consumers like you, and how this could change everything within weeks to months. So I have a bunch of clips that I'm going to share with you guys right now. We're going to take a look at them together.
So he's going to show us these clips, right? So we're going to see what these clips are.
I have a lot of funny ass clips that were generated by this thing. We're just going to go through it all together right now. You ready? Before we begin, I'm going to play a quick game with you. I want you to tell me if you could tell the difference between the AI videos and the real videos.
Ooh, this will be interesting.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So these are the AI videos.
Tops AI. I knew it. I said it.
Okay. That one's AI on the top.
Oh, you fucking ass. I got an ad.
Bottom one. No, this is why I
get shit on. I have YouTube Premium.
Same.
Get fucked.
So I will say this. I think the bottom one is AI.
For which one? The soup one?
Right? Yeah. No, actually, no, the top one. Oh, no, that is.
Wait,
I just got an ad. I just got an ad for Sora 2.
Did you really?
Yes, I have an ad for Sora 2, and it was, yep. That's crazy.
YouTube isn't targeted ads either. It's by whatever the video is.
Really?
So like if you're watching like a finance video, you're going to get more financial ads. If you're watching like kids videos and stuff, or not kids, but you can't advertise on those. But depending on what the niche is what the type of advertising that you'll get. So like if you're watching gaming videos, you're going to get gaming video ads. YouTube does that.
Is your ad over
Those
with?
aren't really targeted ads.
Is your ad over with?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I've gone through like 7 of these.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Fuck you, dude. All right.
How far are you? I'm on the whisk. I'm on the whisk. 113.
You get this one.
He's in the bottom one's AI. Right.
I'm on 113.
Press play.
I think the top one.
Bottom one's AI.
Damn. I'm fucking so pissed.
Oh, no. The bottom one is real. Ooh, that one's the wings one.
That's so hard.
It's
the boiling pot. Oh, I'm at the wings one right now.
Ooh, fuck.
Oh, what?
The chocolate one, the top one's AI.
I was going to say the top one's AI.
What? Hold on. Pause the fucking video.
Bro.
Pause the video. Chocolate does not pour like that.
It does.
What do you mean the top one was real? I mean, or was AI?
Unless they pre-melted the shit out.
Wait, no. Real. Hold on. Let me get to the result again. Did I just fuck that up?
The top was real.
I said the top one's AI.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, the bottom one, the way the chocolate pours makes more sense to me to real life. I've seen chocolate pour. That's how chocolate pours.
Have you seen it?
What do you mean? Chocolate does that if it's thick enough. Fuck. What do you mean that's AI?
That's how real AI is. You have been fooled, sir.
Dude.
You have been fooled.
All right, let's play it.
All right.
How do you know? What about this one?
Okay, so I think the bottom one's AI.
I think
no, the top one. No, that was right. The first one.
Wow. God damn.
Now, if you got any one of those wrong, if you even got one out of like all 6 or 7 that they just showed, you are at risk of being played in the future. You're at
No, I thought I was going to say we're retarded. If you got
Honestly,
any of,
pause real quick.
yeah, pause.
Totally thought he was going to say that. I thought he was going to go, "You're a fucking idiot." I'm going to be like, "How can you tell, bro?"
It's because he's already seen it, so he knows. But yeah, like that's the thing. Like, so I'm sure, we did get a couple wrong. So yeah, we are at risk of getting fooled by this shit.
I got damn near all of them wrong.
Yeah.
Let's play it.
You're at risk of being scammed. You're at risk of buying into misinformation. This is just getting insane. This video generator is impersonating celebrities. It's impersonating dead historical figures, dead presidents. So here's what we're going to do.
So
we're gonna
pause real
start
quick.
out with some lighthearted
So Doc was saying that now they changed it where you need permission to even use likeness of
Yeah,
people.
they did it like 2 days after. They knew what they were doing too. They basically did that as a marketing stunt. Like they knew, like copyright people were going to come after them.
Oh yeah,
they did this as a way to show, look at our fucking capability.
This is the gaming. This is the same shit that the gaming industry does when they fucking when they try to roll out something that they know people are going to hate, but they want to test the waters to see what the backlash will be like, and then they roll back once the backlash is to a certain
They just
point.
did it as more of a way to like, look what we can do, or
Yeah,
look what
like,
our product can do.
Look what's possible for the right
Now,
price.
now you can't use like copyrighted individuals, copyrighted material. So you can't use like SpongeBob, fucking things that are copyrighted, and you can't use celebrities or people that haven't given their permission in the app for their image to be used.
I will say my possibly favorite thing that's come out of this, and this may sound heartless, but in the sake of comedy and jest, because there are different laws when it comes to comedy and jest. As long as it's apparent, you can't get in as much trouble as if you were trying to make it look like it was something serious. It's comedy, you're kind of scot-free in the eyes of the law, depending on certain things. Anyway, with dead people like Abe Lincoln, I've seen some Abe Lincoln ones. I've seen some like we said, what's his name? The genius in the wheelchair. I forgot his
Stephen
name.
Hawking.
Stephen Hawking,
Bob Ross. Bob Ross
I've seen
fighting
Bob Ross
Stephen
once.
Hawking. Like all these comedy videos that are apparent comedy videos are some of my favorite things to come out of AI since we first saw Bigfoot.
Right. I'm seeing more and more of like these really ridiculous, obviously AI videos where it's just like, that's not real because everybody in that video is dead. And everyone knows that everybody in that video is dead. And if you think for a second that's real, you're retarded. I'm sorry. But
especially when you put Bob Ross choke slamming Stephen Hawking in a WWE ring next to The Rock announcing the fight. Like those are hilarious.
Or
but the fact that it looks so real.
Macho Man Randy Savage fucking like putting fucking Mr. Rogers in a chokehold. If you think that's fucking real,
you're crazy.
The fact that we know that it's fake, but it looks so real.
Sometimes depends on the person. I know the Macho Man one is very like wrong most of the time. I don't know why. There's plenty of footage of Macho Man out there, so like the fact that it still can't get an accurate, like it gets
it's probably the prompt.
It has to be the prompt because there are a lot of inaccuracies with certain celebrities that it does. That it's like that doesn't even look like that person. The voice sounds good, but
I wonder too, because Macho Man always had the sunglasses on and like the costumes and all that kind of good stuff. I wonder if it's just having a tough time realizing that like the sunglasses aren't his actual eyes. You know what I mean? So it kind of fucks it up. And
I could see that.
All right, let's play again. Ready? Let's play
stuff, and I'm gonna show you guys. Oh my God, they ripped into Jake Paul. It's
the Jake Paul shit.
I'm just gonna play these clips that are all over social media right now. And
the simpler the video,
some telltale signs.
The simpler the video, the harder it is to tell.
Let's start the show.
All right, I want to share something big with you guys. I'm coming out as gay. And to celebrate, I picked up a makeup set. Look at these colors. I'm so excited to start playing with them.
These videos go on.
Dude, the fucking fact they got the reflection on the mirror, so good.
Yeah.
Can I just say the best thing about this is this will be in history books. We're gonna be old farts, okay, sitting on a rocking chair, and our grandkids are gonna come up to us, right? Or, well, Doc, in your scenario, someone in your family's children, grandchildren, are gonna come up to you and go, "Hey, I learned about the come out of AI looking so real. How was that?" And you go, "I watched a famous celebrity come out as gay, and then finally learned that
And then
was,
give a makeup
and
tutorial.
you knew it was." And then give a makeup tutorial. It was the greatest time of my life, right? This is going to be in history books.
And or like
No,
or like what my algorithm shows, like, Papa, what was that like? It's like, I saw a video of Adolf Hitler painting and then lose his mind.
Yeah.
Fucking,
yeah.
it's
This is going to be crazy, and I can't wait to be an old man that goes, I remember living through all this shit. On top of, by the way, all the other things that we've already like lived through and seen happen, just in every spectrum of every space that could possibly happen. I feel like it's happened to us in the past 10, 15 years.
like
and then now to like
the 90s were truly the last great era.
Yeah, like back when you could truly mind your own business. Now you can't anymore. And
they
now
call
it's
us the
starting to
bridge gap
become a thing.
organization, or the bridge generation, because we're the last generation that knew what it was like before technology.
Yeah,
Just like
before
that
it got so nut.
that video that I sent you guys of like the kid like saying like, "Do you watch cartoons?" Like, what's a cartoon? It's like, what do you mean what's a cartoon? It's like, was that like a YouTube ad? And the guy was just like, "What the fuck, dude? What do you mean you don't know what a cartoon is? Like,
dude,
Cartoon
that never
Network,
hit
Looney Tunes?"
That never hit my mind. That's a possibility where people are like, "Fuck's Tom and Jerry."
Yeah,
Because
like,
it was so prevalent and like so like every kid watches
we're already
cartoons.
there, dude.
About?
We're already fucking there. The way that like the way that like media online is consumed, especially YouTube and all that shit. Kids nowadays are so low attention span when it comes, because the way that video formats are because of YouTube Shorts, and mostly it's YouTube Shorts because parents typically aren't letting their kids watch TikTok, but it's YouTube Shorts because kids are on YouTube a lot. Their attention span is so short that like teachers are having to teach their kids in YouTube short format.
Have you seen the videos where even the long form videos, they'll time how long it is until a scene will change, and it's 1 to 2 seconds, and it'll be a new scene. The scene will change literally every 1 to 2 seconds.
That's crazy.
Which sucks. Like as a creator, right? I have grown to hate that because it is so hard to create something
edit
and provide that, edit it, and come up with a joke every 3 seconds. When before you could have a build up and then 1 to 2 punchlines in a couple minutes. Now it's like every 5 seconds you need a punchline. You need a punchline. You need a punchline. You need a punchline. And you're like, dude, it's not funny. That's where like the people that have mastered, and I'm trying to learn it, the people that have mastered the punchline every 5 seconds and not being cringy is insanity to me, which I will rope this into AI. A lot of people are using it to
absolutely
learn how to fucking do that. I have totally gone to ChatGPT and been like, what would you do for Adaregs TV's content strategy for the next 30 days to better fit the mold of TikTok, right? And it'll go through, it'll read through my profile, it'll read all the videos that I put out, and it'll give me a summary. Hey, Adaregs TV is a military TikToker. He specializes in this, and I did this whenever I did a lot of paranormal. It was like he specializes in comedic military skits and paranormal stories. And then I was like, give me a strategy. Give me a 30-day plan. And it's like, okay, cool. You can do 1 day, you can do this military skit, then you can go into this paranormal thing, and then you can do this to mesh the paranormal and the military, and then you can do this to mesh paranormal or military and finance to get you some more clicks and this, that, and the third. And then I'm like, give me a skit. Give me a skit for this day. okay, cool. Here's 5 different skits that you can choose from. And like, I did one. I'm not gonna lie. I did a video from doing all that. I picked a script and read it word for word. And I prompted, I said in the video, this is 100% AI. The script I did not come up with. ChatGPT wrote this script. Here it is. I thought it was funny because it was fucking ridiculous.
How'd it do?
It did okay. I think it got 20,000 views, 30,000 views. Like it did okay.
Was it your filter video?
No, it was the one where it was the this was a while ago.
I really like your filtered ones.
I'm gonna start doing those a lot.
When he's using filters
to make my face.
It's like a
dude,
that's a trend I've been seeing lately.
Dude, the fucking way your makeup looked, the way the makeup looked on that was just like you looked like a fucking nut house patient.
I've seen some people like blow up and they're doing these skits that you could do without a filter, but they're using a filter specifically to add extra, like making fun of it.
Yeah. And then you end it with her camera in your face. You're like, I'm recording it. Dude, I love that.
You want to know why that happened? I recorded everything. I wrote out the script, recorded everything, and then at the end of it, I was like, I have 12 seconds of footage I need so I can get paid for this video. And Kate looked at me and we had to leave. Like we have to go and take our daughter to horse like riding lessons. And we're like, we have to leave in like 2 minutes. I was like, I got it. Grab the camera, shove it in my face like a Karen, and I'm just gonna in the car. I was in the car on the way there, and I just fucking my husband is gonna hear about this. And the kids are in the background. They're like,
what is happening, dude?
And they're trying not to die laugh. Kate's driving so I can edit, and she's just like, I can't see. And she's like trying to drive, fucking cracking up. It was so good, dude. It was so funny. And everyone, I'm like, shut up, try to record.
These are the behind the scenes videos that we need.
I know. I love this shit.
I know.
Anyway.
But anyway, the AI video, it was actually the one, I don't know if you remembered or if you even saw it. It was a Marine veteran interviewing at a Costco, right? And he goes in, the Costco manager's like, hey man, good to see you. You know, how you do? He comes in, he goes, I was a Marine. Okay, I did it like gung-ho, crazy nut house, which there are people like that get out. You know,
yeah, there are.
If you're that guy, love you, bud, but calm the fuck down, dude.
Michael Jordan, stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get help. But and then the Costco guy, like that character is like, okay, what did you do, perchance? And then he goes, I was a water dog. I was a water special kind of deal. And you're just like, oh, this fucking asshole. And that's where it just kind of got me, because it was like this gung-ho dude to this like, oh, he did water. He was a water tech. And then he goes back to trying to be this gung-ho dude. And the Costco interviewer is like, we'll call you, buddy. You're not fucking getting hired here. You're crazy. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't done any since. So if anybody from my page is coming and be like, Outrage TV uses AI to make all the scripts. No, I used it one time and I made it very apparent in that video I used AI.
I think we've reached the point now where people don't really care if you use a script with AI.
I disagree.
To a point, yes and no. Because then it gets to a point where it's just like, oh, you're not creative to do this yourself. Yeah. So it's like, if you lean into it too much, I get it. Like, it's just the way that like short form content is like you constantly have to be cranking something out. And it's like, you can't come up with all these fucking, it's exhausting. It's not a sustainable thing for you to be able to be that creative all the time like that. And like the short form content, that's why it's such a problem, is that, and that's why AI videos are so popular, is that people can just make them and they don't have to do shit. Like they just throw in a prompt, like do something related to this that think it would be funny, make it funny. And then they just put it out. And like when they look at a creator, like people aren't meant to be that creative that rapidly. Like you could be a very creative person, and like that's how art used to always be, right? You always like artists and musicians especially. You always expected an album every couple years. Now they want fucking a song every several months. So like the creative process is getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter to the point where it's like you have to be more creative on the spot sooner and sooner and sooner. And it's like you can only come up with so many ideas so soon. And eventually, because that's the thing about the creative process is like you come up with an idea every so often, but then you get writer's block to where you just can't think of something. And you're like, what the fuck do I do? Like, what then you got to look what's trending right now. Like, how can I lean into that trend in my way without looking like
we
I'm
are becoming the outdated AI?
Yes.
Which and here's something like for anyone that's, you know, coming here from my page and everything like that. You want to know how you can tell?
It's probably everybody, mostly everybody. I'm going to say.
You know how you can tell what?
Very well. Like how I'm personally having this problem where you're saying like the human mind isn't meant to be creative 3 times a day to that extent of what short form content is demanding of you or music or anything like that. You can the way that you can tell that I'm having that problem is when my schmuckatelli skits become few and far between, because all the other stuff is easier to do because it's quick little punchlines that we've all had to deal with, whatever. But when I was doing 2 to 3 schmuck skits a day, prime, I did that for a couple weeks, and then it was like I'm gonna do 1 to 2. Okay, now I'm gonna do 1. Okay, now I'm gonna do 1 every few days, and I'm at the point where I'm doing 1 every few days because I'm at the point in the story, my brain can't come up with anything else to top the last thing.
Do you know what
anymore,
also that
and
could
I
be?
fucking can't do it.
You also don't
In the
like doing it either.
In the beginning days of doing schmuck, was that easier to do because you leaned into schmuck being a caricature of actual experiences?
Yes, because it was easier in the beginning because people were sending me their experiences. So I didn't really have to think about it. I was kind of like this outlet, this voice for people to be like, hey, I had a dude go
like
to Mexico and kill a stripper.
Jesus,
and I was
Christ,
like,
dude.
that was real. That was actually, that's a real one. And it's like, okay, holy shit, this is crazy. I'll make the video because this is wild, right? And schmuck was the outlet of being that guy, right? And then it just Halloween one year, it turned into I've got it, and it's gonna come from my brain, and da da da, and then it just got to a point where I'm like, I can't keep up anymore, I was a victim of my own success because people loved it so much.
That's all they wanted.
But I put out so many that I was like, I can't even think of another storyline to go with this, to top this, do anything. And then I didn't do it for a year and a half. And then I came back and I started doing schmuck again. And it's the same thing. So now I'm at the point, this is where it's like, as a creator, do I delve into assistance from AI? Do I ask AI to help me with this? Or do I take the break and let my brain refresh and then come up with the story, which I've chosen. I'm going to let my brain refresh and put these out at a slower pace and get that part of the story done so we can go back to the silly, right? Which I don't know if y'all have seen them. Obviously, we're in like a not really funny era of schmuck. It's more
it's
of
very
the like
weird
old schmuck. It is very weird, and I want it to be because it's October. It is very weird because
it's like his whole
headset. I'm gonna shit on it. I'm gonna shit in between the headset ears, and I'm gonna put them in my fucking eardrums.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
All right, I'm back.
So like,
my headset
I'm noticing that the schmuck arc is gotten to the point where his team is like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, no, and it really is, and it's been that way for a few videos now because I'm trying to like let schmuck get. Honestly, yeah, I'm milking it a little bit, and I'm like trying to get schmuck haunted and figure out my thoughts and figure out what the hell, how am I going to do this? And I've got it all in my notes app now. I have everything up until Halloween, and then it's going to go back to normal schmuck. But
the downside, I think, is we're getting to we're already there, really, but we're to the point where the people with the organic mindset like that are far more likely to fall behind the people that are using it, unfortunately.
Which as a creator sucks fucking ass because I'm watching people get paid buku bucks for faceless YouTube channels, faceless TikTok channels, and they make all of this fucking money, and they're like, look at me, I'm 17 years old, I just made my first $500,000 this year, and I'm like, doing what? And they go, learn how to do faceless AI YouTube, and I'm like, this sucks because I like me personally, I am like, I wake up, I shit you not, I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, what are we going to do today? What's the video today? Right? I'm doing my 9 to 5. I'm not even thinking of that because it's fucking whatever. I'm clicking, clacking. I'm doing that. I'm thinking of what can I
wish
do?
I could do that.
I'm writing down notes for a script. I'm doing this, that, and the third. I'm doing whatever. I'm driving down the road. I'm taking the kids to school. I'm thinking about what am I going to do for my video? And like, it doesn't turn off. I can't turn it off. I think we're talking about this now. I'm thinking about, okay, hold on. This is what I want to do for the next schmuck video. How am I going to do this? How am I going to top the last one? This is where I need to go. I need to have him talk to old schmuck, go schmuck again, so I can do this. I'm thinking of this as we're talking about it because now it's on my head, and it sucks.
This kind of makes me want to kind of hammer a point to the viewers, right? So especially those that are familiar with you, be forgiving, okay? Because I see the comments too, and I know Blake sees them when it's like people are like, when's the next schmuck video? And it's like, because when you do a video that's not schmuck, it's like, hey, listen, this whole thing is a creative process, and he's trying to do it without relying on certain tools to do it to be more authentic. And
unfortunately, I think most people don't care either.
I know they probably don't care, but like for those that are out there that are just like, they're understand that a lot of these creators that are able to do this so rapidly, I guarantee you, most of them are using something, or they have writers help them. They either have writers, or if they're by themselves, they're using AI because they can't afford to hire a writer, which is understandable because it's like if you're like a smaller creator, or it's like even like a decent sized creator that also just doesn't make enough off of the platform to hire someone to do it. Like it's harder to do it alone.
Yeah.
And
even people that do content, like not skit stuff, but like say like my type of stuff where it's like gaming content, people are still using it to clip farm. Like,
yeah,
it's things that don't generally would naturally happen. Some things that people will think about, but they'll use AI to think of clip farmable ideas.
I can't clip farm. And the only reason why I can't clip farm is because I feel too fake doing it. Because it's like, I don't play like that. And I don't enjoy playing like that. Like the clip farming thing is just, I fucking hate it because that's why I
don't stream clip farming. I'll record clip farming because I can do it specifically. But I think streaming clip farming is cringe. Recording clip farm stuff, I think is more acceptable because you're doing it intentionally.
In the beginning of me streaming, it was easy to clip farm for me because both I was not great at the game. Sometimes I was. And I would rage. So it was easy to clip farm because I had shit to get clips off of, but it also wasn't like coming out like it is now where it's like it has to be rapid. And everyone's like,
clip farm now is people will do things that
I'm really sorry to everybody if I keeps like in the microphone. I'm trying not to, and just sometimes like I just do it and not think about it. And I know it's really hard to listen to, so please forgive me. Allergies are kicking my ass, and I'm just bear with me. Continue.
Edit.
No, I'm not editing that. I'm gonna,
we could use AI.
Yeah, it's tough as like I'm not even a creator. Like this is the most creative thing that I'm doing is this, and it's a once a week type deal. So
I use AI to help with editing because editing takes so long. I'm also still learning editing, but it's just convenient. It takes like I can get a bulk item of things and be like, I can change this, but I can use the basis of what the AI used within the editing, and I can change that myself, or I can trim it, etc.
I like how that we are an hour and a half in, and we've only gotten 2 minutes into this video.
Well, I mean, we're not watching the whole video anyways.
Let's be completely honest. I think what we really wanted out of this one is to just speak our minds on AI, right? And here's what I find fascinating too. Not to stop the momentum here, but it is part of it. Doc, you are more of a proponent, a supporter of AI than
in proper
I
ways.
am. I think Brock is more of a middle of the road person. I'm assuming you're more of a middle of the road with AI.
I'm middle of the road, but leaning also towards of like, hey, this can't go too far.
Yeah, can't go exactly. And I'm looking at it as from a creative standpoint. I feel like it hurts, and I'm like, damn, this hurts. Now I'm not saying you're using it in my opinion improperly, Doc, but I know that you are more of a proponent of it, and you are more comfortable using it where I am not, and I find that interesting. And that's where I'm finding this interesting with our talks on like how we feel about AI. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's cool. And now here's what I will say from what I remember before I ran upstairs because I was about to piss my pants. You were talking about clip farming with AI.
Yeah.
I think that's smart. I think that's a good way to use AI.
We were talking about it in the sense of like people will use it to like they'll use it for fake things that would never naturally happen, like creating ideas that they would have never thought of to do themselves, and then they'll clip farm it and they'll make it look natural, or they'll do it in the game to be able to clip farm it.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood how you were saying it. Then I thought you meant using it as when you take your VOD, throw it into an AI thing, and it
No,
just
that's one way.
That.
That's a good thing.
I do that. I do 100% do that because one, I can comb through. I can comb through all the video or the clips that it does. I would say 50% of what it gives me are trash. Like it's like if you showed it to a regular person, you're like, why would you clip that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. But a good 50% of them are fucking hilarious. Just the way that it does them. And all of them, I have to go through and I'll either have to change some things. I'll have to trim it down. I'll have to make it a little bit longer. I'll have to switch the order of some of the stuff up. But it takes the bulk of like going through the whole fucking VOD and will give me the moments that I actually put in my 99% of the time. Where I have the timestamp, it'll give me those moments, so I don't have to fucking do it myself, and then I can edit from there. It saves so much time.
Yeah, it just makes the work easier.
Because we're obviously not going to watch this whole video. I think we're probably just going to stop watching that video. I'm going to put a link to it in the description. So it's Mindseed TV. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description to give them credit, and if anybody wants to go watch it, they can. So.
Because we're proper people, we give credit.
Yeah, we're not pieces of shit. We will give people credit. The one
Except
thing,
Blake, fuck Blake.
So back to the clip farming thing. The one thing that there's one type of clip farming that I really can't stand, and that's podcast clip farming. Where people,
that's the smartest way.
No, it's not, because it's so fucking obvious. That's the other thing. Where people who are doing a podcast, for those like just. To kind of give it context, for people that are doing a podcast and they're purposely doing something that would not be part of an actual conversation for the sake of doing a podcast clip to get.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
So you're saying it like the way that I was saying in the beginning.
Yes.
Like they're setting it up for the clip.
Setting it up for the clip, where it's like it's a completely inorganic way to make a clip out of a show, and it's like that's not how the show actually is, or they're just doing that's how the show is, and all it is just an over exaggeration to get clips out of it so that they can just make clips. Like the episodes aren't actually ever a full episode, right? They're just clips.
Yeah,
they're just clips of episodes,
clippable moments and everything.
And it's like, it makes podcasting give a fucking bad rep, because that kind of shit is like, it brings the people that are like, podcast equipment should be, cost way more money than they do, which, by the way, podcast equipment is not fucking cheap. The cheap shit is cheap, but like the good shit is not. But like I used to see them a lot on TikTok, where these fucking fake podcasts would make these YouTube videos or these TikTok videos, and it's just like these stupid fucking conversations that aren't actual conversations. They're just doing it to make a clip. And it's like, I can't stand that shit, because it's
Yeah.
It's often really stupid. It's like the worst take you've ever heard, or
Yeah.
like it's like an opinion, which is the worst take you ever heard. Someone telling a story that's absolutely not true for the sake of exaggeration for a clip, that kind of stuff, where it's that kind of shit I fucking hate. It goes right there with like to the streaming, and when people are streaming and they do this shit to clip farm, like they don't play like how they normally play. You know, it's just like, you know,
because they know that the AI will pick up on that too, because AI is designed to pick up on the best things and the most, I mean, the most clippable things to be able to give you what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I do believe AI is going to destroy
All of us.
creativity
Oh, dude.
for a lot of people. And
Music
now,
is another one.
with that
Movies
said,
and music.
yeah. I mean, look at the SpongeBob AI thing. My collar's blue, but my neck is red.
Yeah.
Been working all day just to keep my family
I know,
fit. And I hate it because, dude, it's catchy. I'm like, that's funny. But I know it's
I think
not
it
real.
could
AI.
it could advance as well.
Yeah.
If anything is done in the proper way, it's gonna enhance creativity too. Because you also gotta think that you gotta have that idea yourself in a way too. If you're using it as a tool, you're still being creative. You're just using it in a way that like you're using it to bridge the gap in where you suck.
So when it comes to
I think
so the music, so the music thing, this is something that I know. So I know that in the music industry, a lot of these musicians do not write their own songs. It's been like that since the beginning of the fucking music industry.
Yeah.
But
most popular people actually don't.
However, before AI, someone was creative enough to write those songs, right? So this whole thing with the music industry, songwriting is an art in itself. It's a very hard art, and not everybody can fucking do it. But with AI, everybody can do it. And I'll give you an example. Chris Stapleton, before he became what he is now, he was exclusively a songwriter in Nashville. Most of the songs that you heard musicians play, like sing and perform, were Chris Stapleton written songs. He was a writer. Still is. Yeah. All of his songs are songs that he wrote. He just has tens of thousands of songs cataloged that have never been released that he just kept. And he just, when he makes albums, they're just old songs that he had written maybe like 15, 20 years ago. And with this shit with AI, with the way it is with music and songwriting, writers are now, like songwriters are going to be out of a job because the songwriters have to be paid by the label. And when those songs go out, they get paid by the label for those songs along with the artist that performs those songs. When you have AI doing it, that is the same thing with acting. There is nobody to pay. The only people that benefit from it are the label.
So you can look at it on the flip side too. There's a lot of talented people, like singers, that are going to be popular now because that gap that they weren't getting of having someone be able to fucking write for them because they're not creative enough to write their own song.
Right. So I've always had this opinion, and I get it. Like, songwriting is fucking hard, and I know this because I've written all of my songs. I've written. Whether people think they're good or not, I don't care. They're just songs that I've written. I've tried writing. There was a period of time where I just sat down and wrote a fuck ton of songs. I don't remember half of them now, but like I wrote a bunch of fucking songs. But then I got to a point where I'm like, dude, I don't know what to write about, because a lot of songwriting is rooted around life experiences. So when you have a lot of life experiences, or like some impactful ones that would make a good song, like that's where writing comes from. Whereas now you have these art, like with musicians, that's how it usually is. Musicians can write their own songs, and sometimes they do. It's whether or not the label approves of them. That's the other thing. So it's not whether or not they're creative enough to do it. It's like they do it. It's just the label might say, no, that's not going to be popular because we don't think it will be. Whether or not it will be is like they'll never know if they don't release it.
Some people don't. Some people get popular because they do like covers of other people.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it starts that way, but if you can't produce your own stuff at some point, it's like, all right, but
it's you
Depends
know
on how good you are.
it's just, but again, the music industry is also very weird with this. But the problem is like with using AI, everybody can fucking do it. So now it just
it ruins the flair.
It not even just ruins the flair. So you have these people that are like, if they don't write this is the other part of like being a musician that makes being a musician what it is. Every musician out there, well, not every, most of them can write their own songs, but they're also good performers. You'll have these people that can write a good fucking song because of AI, and then they go to perform it and they suck. They're like, you know, they're just and then who do you pay, right? Like if a person wrote a song through AI and was like, I'm going to try to sell this song, and it's like, well, AI wrote that. We're not going to pay you for something that we could have just prompted.
Yeah.
So it's killing.
So if you're selling AI work, that's kind of wrong.
Well, I mean, but if that's the
thing, that's what
right?
it all is.
At some point,
if you're performing it, I think it's different.
But like that's what the labels could do. They could just prompt an AI, get it to sound the way they want, hand it to the musician, and be like, "This is the song you're going to play," or otherwise you don't have a career. So now they have to play these fucking AI songs, and then that as an audience member, when you are watching someone play a song that is clearly AI, you start to be like, "Oh, that's bullshit." You know, but like these labels, they look at it, they're trying to make as much money as they can, which is why Spotify is a fucking shitty platform for musicians because they take so much money from the artists.
Yeah, you were saying selling AI is shitty. Like the way I look at like just life in general, maybe a shitty way to look at it, but the way I look at life in general is like everything you ever encounter is sales, right? From you trying to make friends to relationships, to getting clicks on videos, to selling a physical product for cash, everything's a sale, right? Whether you're selling yourself to be liked, whether you are selling a product, whether you're doing anything. So when AI gets into that mix, even if you're not even if you're not giving money, your own hard-earned cash towards something, if I learn that it's AI and they've sold me on giving them a like, giving them a favorite, giving them a share, right? And it was on the false pretenses. Let me say this because there's a lot of AI videos that I love and I find funny. But if it's on the false pretenses of a human made this, and then you find out that it's AI, that ruins the sale for me. I'm like, I will never fucking support you again because what do you mean? Like I thought it was.
It's
I
like
thought
that
it was
for a lot of people. A lot of people are thinking that same thing, or it's just like if they know that AI did it, it ruins the sale for a lot of people. It might not for everybody. But it also, like, let's say, like this before, when you go to an art show and it's just all AI art, and a person is just printing it on something that they spent like maybe $100 to print this shit out, and now they're selling it to you for like $50 a pop. You're not going to want to give that person money because it's like, well, there was no creative process in this. It was just, hey, make something that looks good, and then they go to fucking Office Max or wherever and get it printed out, and they try to sell it, and it's clearly AI. And regardless of what you think, it could be a funny photo, a good photo that's like, that would look cool in my room. But someone is trying to sell this, and it's like at a price that's like way overpriced than what it's worth. That's the other thing. What is that shit worth? Right? So like, what is AI art worth? Because if you really look at it, there is very minimal. The worth of art is the creative process for that art. That's why like good furniture isn't cheap. Good art isn't cheap, you know?
Yeah.
And it's because there was a person in that creative process that made that craftsmanship, that effort, that creativity that went into something that made it worth its money. Good tattoos. Good tattoos aren't cheap. Cheap tattoos aren't good, you know? So it goes on that same thing. So like its worth is way less because it was cheap. It was cheap to turn a profit. So everyone knows that a product that gets put out that's cheaply done, cheaply made, whatever, and then sold at a price to turn a profit at the lowest possible cost of creating it, its value is like shit. Like this isn't, no, fuck that. I'm not buying that. I'm not going to pay you $50 for this AI painting that you didn't paint, that nobody painted. You just put it in a prompt and print it out at Office Max. I'm not paying you $50 for that. I can fucking do that myself.
I think we're just in, kind of like how I mentioned earlier, we're in that period where, because it's so new, we're not accepting of it. Whereas you can kind of equate it to just other technology that we already have that does a lot of things for us, like printers, for example. It used to be like you used to have to draw and do all that shit yourself. If you like a book, if you didn't write an actual book, like you didn't handwrite that shit, and you typed it, like when the typewriters and everything first came out, you're a piece of shit. You didn't fucking handwrite that shit.
I think this is way different, and the reason why I think it's way different is because like you're using the printer as a tool to print out a copy of whatever it was that was written.
I'm just using the simplest or
different though.
Thing to compare it to kind of make sense to it.
You could compare it, but it's still also not the same thing because, like, again, like, yes, before printers and copiers were ever made, like, people had to handwrite this shit to make copies and then pass it out. But that was painstakingly long process. It was just daunting. It's like I have to write the same fucking thing 6,000 times and give it to like these people or like sell it to these people or whatever, you know, when I could just scan it and print it out and then make it into something and then hand it out that way, where it's the same thing, but somebody wrote that before, right?
Yeah.
Where now
still human made.
It's still human made, but it's like the process of distributing it is improved.
I think we're gonna get to the point where this is gonna become like a weird form of racism, but especially once AI becomes,
like Clanker and Wireback and all that shit.
Yeah, actually,
so funny.
Because especially once we get to the point where AI becomes sentient and conscious, or at least what most would consider conscious, I guess, and it's gonna become a form of like speciesism, racism type stuff.
Nah, Clankers have no souls.
Yeah, I think if there's anything where here's what's gonna bind. Here's how we are all gonna become one. Okay.
You said bind.
Down with AI. Down with wars. AI will become sentient. AI will be demanding our respect, and they will be taking all creative processes and doing better than all of us, right? Because they can. They don't need to eat. They don't need to sleep. They don't need to do all this shit. They can just fucking do, and within way faster than we ever could.
They're the upgrade that we need.
Humanity will see that as a plague to our species, and we will not physically go to war with them, but we will socially go to war with sentient AI, and we will do our best to take it down, and humanity will become one.
So the Matrix.
That's what's going to bring humanity. Yeah.
Or
that's
we integrate
humanity together.
And even the Matrix didn't bring them all together. So
integration. Integration is the only way forward.
So the real quick, the next link I sent you was a YouTube search, or Google search. Go to
that also is using an AI overview.
Yeah, I know. So if you look at the top story, is the Budget Lab at Yale evaluating the impact of AI on the labor market, current state of affairs.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So if you look at the Google, the Google search,
are you talking about top stories?
Yeah, the top stories, unless it's not for you, it should be like the second one down. The Budget Lab of Yale, evaluating the impact of AI on labor market.
Yeah.
So this is basically talking about how has AI impacted the labor market. So since the AI was first introduced nearly 3 years ago, surveys show widespread public anxiety about AI's potential for job losses.
Do you want us to click on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
While it's impossible to accurately predict the future, we can examine how the U.S. employment has changed since ChatGPT's release in November 2022. Analysis, how long is this? Oh, this is a fucking long one.
Ain't no shot we're going through this.
No. So
I already don't understand half of it.
So if you really look at the chart, so figure 1, the changes of occupational mix over the different periods of technological change. So if you computers baseline in January 1984, if you go all the way to currently after 71 months, like AI is the one that's advancing way more than everybody else. The dissimilarity index. That's what this chart is. Dissimilarity index to like, you know, with technological changes in the job market. So like baseline computers in the 80s, the dissimilarity index started going up. And if you look at the internet baseline, dissimilarities were going up. And every this is when you were saying that like, oh, there's going to be a point where, you know, where people will lose jobs, but more jobs will be created. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like, well, when is that going to fucking happen? Because every time that with AI, with how AI changes, we thought that too. Like, oh, that's not going to take our jobs because it's just not. Yeah, people will like some jobs will be gone, but new jobs will open up to like kind of like, hey, work with the AI. But now it's turning to the point where AI can now do that. So now you got to learn the next step. Oh, now AI can do that. So now you got to learn the next step. And it's the dissimilarity just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger to where entry-level tech jobs can't keep up. And this is what I was saying is like all these requirements for entry-level tech jobs have like these insane requirements, like high-level degrees, years of experience, because all the like monotonous shit that you had to do as like a low-level tech employee are now being done by AI. And if you look at the dissimilarity index, AI is growing faster than every single other technological advance. But if you go look at each one, first it was computers, then it was fucking internet, then it was control baseline, and now it was I don't know what control baseline is, but now
it's just it's the control for the scientific experiment.
And then you have the AI. The AI is far like if you look at currently at 33 months, it's starting to go up even steeper. So like the dissimilarity index is spreading more and more and more. So like now these fucking like AI is taking over more and more jobs and taking over more and more low level stuff to where entry level jobs in the tech industry are fucking dead now.
I think that that's how this all starts. By the way, I think we see a lot when it comes to people hating on AI towards creativity, right? And we've done it.
People also hate change.
Yeah, we have done it in our conversation already, right? We have said when it comes to creativity and the arts, AI sucks. However, we've also said AI is a phenomenal tool for monotonous shit that nobody wants to do. However, like you said, like you just said, Brock, it is taking jobs away for entry level into industry, right? So AI is going to take away those entry level jobs. It's going to start taking over industry. And I think once it starts to do that, it's going to become so much more normalized that then it is going to start taking control of the creative spaces and the arts. And it's going to just get to a point where it's going to be like half the population is going to say it's okay. Half the population is going to say this is fucking crazy. Hell no.
So scroll down to figure 3. So this is changes in the occupational mix by industry. You'll have 3 different characters. You have all sectors, the information sector, the financial activities sector, and the professional business services. Look at where the information one is, and look how much more separated it is from everybody else. Mm-hmm. There is way more changes in the mix and the information because now AI is able to circulate information and compile information and sort information way better than people can. And it's even if you look at financial activities, same fucking thing. And then
because in reality, we've done things like that. We've used things like this our whole like formulas and fucking Excel is kind of a way of AI. It's just if you knew the formula, you put in the formula and boom, everything that you would do was done for you.
Yeah.
That's kind of a simple, very simple form of what AI does. And now we're obviously well past that. But we've been doing things like this for years to make our jobs easier. And some things, like people that would manually like select things are gone. Those jobs were gone. Those jobs were gone back in the day.
Yeah. Figure 9 shows dissimilarity in the occupational mix between recent college grads, ages 20 through 24, and older college grads, ages 25 to 25 to 34, which, well, how fuck old does that make me? So it says, taking a closer look at the trend since January 21, the dissimilarity between older and more recent graduates rarely deviates outside of 30 or 30%, 33% range. This implies
what one is this?
Figure 9 in the paragraph underneath it. So this implies that these trends are of growing dissimilarity may predate ChatGPT's release and may not attribute to AI. However, there is perhaps some slight upward momentum more recently, though this is consistent with both whoever's work and the CPS noisiness. So, in a slowing labor market hitting younger workers, further, the same caution and interpretation given the small sample size holds this figure well. So basically, the sample size for the disparages between college grads and the job market is so small because the data window is so small. Give it a few years, and that's going to get even bigger, right? So,
the way, at least in America, I think the reason that so many people are probably also using it is because half of the fucking school that we do is pointless.
Yeah.
2 years of your degree is literally useless information that you're never going to fucking use.
Which literally, my degree is a 2-year degree. Because before, like, I said this to Alicia.
That's what people I think are truly using ChatGPT for. Honestly,
nowadays associate's degrees are looked at as the same level as a fucking high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas before, like,
no one gives a shit about your associate's degree. No, I have one, and I can't take it anyway.
And I have an associate's degree in software engineering. So it's like, oh, but you don't have a bachelor's. It's like, yeah, give me a fucking internship. I can't go back to school because I used the rest of my GI Bill benefit to start this, to get to the point that I'm at now. If I want to continue my education, I either have to take out student loans to keep going to school, which I'm not going to do, or my other option, which is the one that I'm considering, is to just pay out of pocket for certifications. Because the one thing that I'm noticing in the tech industry that AI does not seem to be able to dig its fucking talons into is cybersecurity. And the reason why it's AI tools,
because they don't trust it.
It's not even that. AI tools are used within the cybersecurity industry, but
of course,
you still like need a human to fucking figure that out because the enemy also has AI.
Of course,
which is designed to trick our AI, which our AI is designed to trick their AI. So you still need people that, can't be fooled, that know what to look for. So cybersecurity is still the one industry in the tech world, and it sucks because I actually started to go for cybersecurity, but my counselor talked me out of it. Said no one's getting jobs in that. Software is where it's at. And I found out later that my school was pushing huge into the fucking software development because they had to deal with like local businesses to get people trained in like legacy IBM systems because that's all we learned. We didn't learn anything fucking tangible to use outside of the local fucking job market. And it sucks. It pisses me off because I'm just like, my school set me up for fucking failure because I learned only that system. And I think it was like my third or fourth semester because I went every fucking semester. My third or fourth semester, I started realizing like we're really only focusing on this one platform. Like, are we going to learn about everything else? And they're like, yeah, we'll touch on it, but we really want you to learn this. And I'm like, but this is old. No one fucking uses this. Come to find out,
HTML platform or something?
No, it was RPG coding, which is
everyone's on Python now, aren't they?
Yes, even IBM's on Python. So RPG programming is green screen shit from the 80s and 90s.
How'd you get fucked that bad?
Because like I said, like the school is like, we are trying to get you set for starting your career. And basically, yeah, like it's so
in that area, maybe
it's not even that, but only in that niche subject because they don't have any new developers for that. All the people that have been doing it are retiring. So they have no new people to come in because companies don't want to spend the money to update their software or bring in a new one. So they want to keep the legacy shit, but they don't have anybody new to fucking take it over after everybody retires. So they've made everybody in that school learn some old shit because these companies needed these people.
Wow.
And it's like, okay, cool. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking do that though.
This is how we don't advance, right?
I'm like, I want to do this, but they didn't teach me that. I have to further my education to fucking actually get a degree for that. So like now,
get a YouTube degree.
I'm telling you, man, it fucking sucks because it's like
you can learn it on YouTube.
I had an IBM coding assessment, right? And it was in program languages that I'm familiar with, but I'm rusty. So I did it. It was a 2-question assessment, had an hour to do it. First question I got completely right. And I only know I got it right because I coded it. Everything worked. All the test cases worked. Everything worked. The next question, and these questions were fucking insane. I half got it right because half of the use cases worked, but the other ones didn't. And the ones that didn't, it locked it. I couldn't see what those use cases were, so I couldn't debug it properly. And I just spent the whole time trying to debug it. And then 2 days later, I got a rejection email. And this was for a fucking internship.
That's wild.
Which is like, hey, you want me to be these companies want you to be an expert in this shit, even as an intern. But my school only taught me one specific thing.
Because nowadays, honestly, it's crazy because nowadays these kids that are coming up have been doing a lot of this shit since they were fucking young. Like they just get like the fucking unfortunately I forgot his name. The kid in regiment that passed away.
Campbell.
God damn, feel so bad. The dude was like 18 years old and was a coding fucking genius. Like he would code his own Discord bots. He did coding. He made bots for people on the side.
He helped me with homework.
Yeah. And he was a cyber dude in the army that, but he barely fucking did his job. And he was like, I can't wait till I get out because he was already set. The only thing he really got out of it was fucking top security. But he was doing so much more than what he was already doing. And he'd been doing it for fucking years, but he knew more than what he learned. The army taught him. Like, just those types of kids. Those are the ones that these fucking companies want. The ones that grew up with it because they are the entry level experts that they want.
Yeah,
because they've been doing it since they were fucking 10.
Yeah, it sucked because it's like even with the code that I did,
your mic cut out.
It sucks because also like the thing.
Never mind, it's me. Disregard.
The thing that I did because like even in the rule, like the guidelines, it said it wanted me to do this coding assessment in preferably the languages that were part of the job posting, but I can do it in any language that I felt comfortable with, which was none of the available. Like so, the languages that were part of the job description, only 1 or 2 of those languages were available in the coding assessment. And there were ones that I wasn't as comfortable with compared to the other ones that were part of that fucking job description. So I did what it said, preferably in a language that's part of the job description. I'm like, okay, so I did it in Python. Python was a language that I literally had 2 classes in. And it pisses me off that I only had 2 classes with Python. I even asked my teacher, I'm like, hey, am I ever going to take another Python class? Because I really like Python. And they said no. That's like,
and that's what everybody uses.
And that's what everybody's using. So I did it in Python. I made my code look good. I even put comments describing what each block did, and I still got rejected.
People, you can put into AI now. Like you put in the ChatGPT to, if you pay for it, I think, to basically make you code you an entire app or website the way that you want it.
It's not as good as you think it would be. I've tried it.
But do you pay for it?
Yeah, it'll give you a start, but even then, it can only do so much. Like,
well, of course.
Like
you also probably have to know the proper prompts and like what it truly needs to be able to get all that. Not even the proper
prompts, but the proper logic, because it can get some of the logic down, but there's other parts where you're trying to tie it. You have to know how to tie it together. You can get it to prompt, like it's easy to prompt it, copy, paste, but it 9 times out of 10 won't work. You have to know how to tie it together still. And if you don't know any of this shit, you can't tie it together.
Which makes sense. But to me, that's honestly where AI should be used for. It's to get menial tasks
IBM
done.
IBM, even for fucking RPG coding, now has an AI AI co-pilot with you that will write all the code. This is the other thing that drives me crazy. They don't want you to use AI to write the code for you. However, when you do get the job, there's an AI co-pilot that they have designed specifically to write all the code for you.
So they just want to know that you can do it. So if you need to fix something.
Yeah. But even still, it's like, yeah, I might not remember all the syntaxes, and I'll have fucking AI help me write the syntax, but I still know how it ties together. I know how to put it together. Yeah. I know how to make these certain files to make this code work. But I don't remember all the fucking shit with like actually coding it. But I know how it works, right? So if something goes wrong, I know, okay, well, where do I go and look? Anyway.
So let's move on to the AI actress.
Yes. This is a fucking weird one too, right? So
by the way, I just want to point out something AI can't do.
Have sex.
Put down 30 beers and go gambling with the boy.
That's not yet.
Not yet.
By AI.
Give it time.
No. You point me in the direction of an AI that thinks 30 beers better than I can.
Hey man,
I'll fight that.
Find me a goddamn AI that can drink more beer than me and suck my dick. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother! I had 3 ribs removed to suck my own dick, dude.
I'm telling you, if you don't watch Black Mirror, it's gonna happen.
Dude, everything is predicted in Black Mirror. Side note, did you watch the Unsubscribe episode with Don Fry?
No.
Do you know who Don Fry is?
That's the UFC guy?
Yeah. So
I fucking love him. He was with the Japanese dude. There's boom,
yes,
boom,
it's
boom,
the fight
boom.
where he's with the Japanese guy and they're just fucking back and forth like hockey players. Yeah, like legendary
By the way,
fight.
Such a sad story between them two because they were like brothers after that fight. They're like, I fucking love you, dude. And he went to the hospital for the Japanese guy and like was next to him as he was dying. He was like, love you, man. And the dude ended up passing away.
No, he didn't. He's still alive.
From the fight?
The Japanese guy, not Don Fry.
No, the Japanese guy also was. He didn't die from that fight.
I swear he passed. No, not from the fight. Later on in life.
I'm pretty sure that guy is still alive.
Did you see this in an AI video?
No. I swear. Hold on. I might be getting
Yoshiro Takayama. So let's see. Yoshiro Takayama.
God, we really are the rabbit hole.
He is still alive.
Podcast.
Really?
Yes, Yoshiro. But however, no, he was hospitalized because he got a serious injury because he was a professional Japanese wrestler and he like broke his neck in a fucking match and was like paralyzed and shit. So, but
my bad.
Yoshiro Takayama is still alive.
Okay, my bad. I totally thought he visited the hospital and he like passed away like after he went and visited.
He's over here spreading fake news like this.
Don Fry.
Fact checking me. I thought he died.
Don Fry. I only know that because like
everyone's gonna attack you in the comments. He's not fucking dead.
So Don Fry is what people think America is, right? So like the way everyone says King? Don Fry. Look him up. Don Fry. I'll even pull him up so that everyone can see. Like Don Fry.
Where are we going with this?
I just want to say this dude is like the embodiment of fucking America, right?
Why does he look like a really old version of fucking Burt Reynolds?
If Burt Reynolds was a fucking cowboy that was a UFC fighter, then yeah. And Don Fry, everyone says Don Fry talks in fucking Ford F-350 diesel. Because he talks like this. Everyone says Don Fry smokes road flares. Like Don Fry, when he talks, he talks like this. He's just a fucking rugged man. And he has the mustache to boot, too. That's dude. He made a joke on the Unsubscribed podcast. His mustache was born and he grew into it. His mom gave birth to the mustache and he just developed into it.
He talked. He went to some event and someone was like talking shit to him and he was like, you know what? Fuck you. And he laid this dude out.
Good looking fucking guy though.
Very.
This is
the fuck is this movie? Unrelated. I just never even knew this existed.
Big Stan?
Yes. 100%. You knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah. Rob Schneider goes to prison.
What?
He's like a fucking stock trader or whatever. He like gets like indicted in some kind of fucking money, like insider trading thing. And he ends up going to prison. He's like trying to get advice from people like that have been to prison, how to survive prison. So he's like this dorky fucking business guy that's trying to survive in prison.
This could not have been a large movie because this was back in the era where I was watching a lot of movies.
This is also back in the era where fucking Rob Schneider was like even fucking South Park made a skit like Rob Schneider is the dolphin, and because he was like the hot chick, Deuce Bigelow, the animal.
Those were hilarious movies, though.
This is around that same time, 2007, when he was doing like movies where he was embodying like this fucking weird character that made no sense. Anyway, back to the AI actress. So
You can do it.
let's kind of
Those are with Adam
what is
Sandler.
BFI money?
No, still Rob Schneider.
So this is from Deadline. It says Tilly Norwood. By the
BFI
way,
funding?
so everyone knows this this is the article by Deadline. For those that are watching, this person is not real. This is an AI fucking person. So it says the creator of Tilly Norwood, the AI actress who got Hollywood hot under their collar, has stressed that she was not developed using funding from the British Film Institute. Oh yeah,
That would be what it is.
that's what people were saying, that like a film, like a fucking big film company paid for
Which
this.
article did you click on, by the way?
Deadline.
Okay.
So her invention comes amid concerns in the acting community
Okay.
about the creation of Norwood and how avatars like her could ultimately replace lower profile performers. So Alex Morden, an actress who hosts the 98% podcast, spotted the Particle 6 grant. That she was alarmed that the BFI could be using public funding support creation of technology that literally replaces the creatives. So the BFI says no, they're not doing that. But let's pull up a YouTube video real quick of what's her name, Tilly Norwood. So I'm gonna pull
just in the picture. I just want to say this. It is kind of crazy in this. How you know AI is getting really really good. She's not perfect. She doesn't have perfect proportions. Like no
Oh, are you talking about the golden ratio here?
like she doesn't like her eyes a little off kilter there, like like things that you'd see in a normal human face.
Yeah, that's probably why they did it like this.
But I'm saying like that's how good AI is getting, and like
natural
looks more
fucking
real
things.
because
So
she's
if
not-
you
3 seasons and a podcast.
Bragging about getting gigs and battling a villain. Meet the latest creation from the world of artificial intelligence.
Tilly Norwood, 100% AI generated.
pause, I want to point out how fat fuck over there was so excited about it. The first AI actress. Ah! I'm about to make.
He wants to fuck the AI.
I'm about
This
to.
is his her.
I'm about to jerk off so hard and make so much money.
Is
This is his her. The thing about AI porn. AI porn is about to be so fucking wild.
is the fat guy real? I'm
That's-
not kidding. No,
dude,
no, I'm not kidding.
I
His
thought that's-
mouth doesn't move normal.
That's what I thought too,
100%
He's just fat.
dude.
No, he's AI.
That guy's got to be AI. Because if you watch him again, let's go to it again.
Tilly Norwood, 100% AI.
That guy does not look real.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think it
he's
is AI. I don't think
It's
so.
100 That's AI, bro. Look
We
at his
don't
mouth.
know anymore. The fact that we're questioning is the problem.
Keep playing the video.
Presenting her
Watch
as
the rubber
an
banding of his
actress.
mouth.
The CEO says
What does that mean?
she's been meeting with entertainment
Hang on.
companies, and Norwood
keep watching
could
the
be
video.
represented by a talent agency in the next few months.
Tell me what to do.
Real-life actors are outraged. Here's what Emily Blunt told a Variety podcast.
Good Lord. We're screwed.
How is she meeting with the entertainment industries?
Come on, agencies, don't do that.
The AI has an unfair advantage, says Whoopi Goldberg.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Because you can always tell
Good Lord. Oh,
them
okay.
from us.
Taking up the fight too.
I like it. Whoopi Goldberg's like, you could always tell them from us. Like, it's
Okay.
just, it's so dystopian.
Is SAG-AFTRA, the union representing actors in the U.S. It released
No.
a statement
You're
saying
fucking AI.
creativity is and should remain human-centered, and that this is jeopardizing performer livelihoods. ACTRA, the union in Canada, is pushing back on Norwood too.
Is 100% not inaccurate.
How is
It's
the? I just want to know how's the AI having
probably
meetings?
Hundreds, if not thousands.
I don't know, because that's the other thing. They said that she's having meetings with like fucking labels and shit. It's like, how is that?
Are you just like talking to ChatGPT? Like what's happening here?
Yeah, like
You
what
can-
the fuck?
You can talk to Alexa. You can talk to ChatGPT. It's the same thing. It is. I guarantee you, this is a privately owned AI code.
Of
Where they
that someone
lease,
made.
they lease
and
out.
They are the
performers
ones making
who
the
have not
money
been
off of
compensated
this
at all
AI
for
actress.
this.
They're
And
the
they-
ones that
The
will be
unions
paid.
have already fought
And they
and
lease
won
her
some
out.
AI protections for
Yeah.
actors, including
that's
concession
being
and
pimped out.
compensation for
And
reproductions of
and
their
it's not even
likeness.
now. Here's the thing too. If you're talking to a robot that can do anything that you need, it's not an interview. You're not interviewing. You're saying this
You're
is what I need
prompting.
from you. I need this to start coding.
You're
now,
prompting.
so we can start the movie.
Have you
Yeah.
seen those videos where the the different AIs will be talking to each other, like on a phone call or something?
Yes. And then they
And then-
change their language.
So they don't change their language. I've actually asked the ChatGPT about this specifically, and it's not
hang on.
like a
So-
different language.
Oh, you asked the AI, hey, is the AI
Shut the fuck up.
speaking a
Shut the
different
fuck up.
language to
Shut
keep
the
us
fuck
from
up.
knowing what they're saying? Like,
Shut
no.
the fuck up.
Yes.
So-
a very legitimate thing that this is not a really thing
Shut
to
the
be
fuck up.
concerned about.
So it's not a different language. It's more like what code sounds like to a human. So they're speaking in like what coding would dial up, the sound of dial up
Yeah.
Yes.
connecting. That's basically what code sounds like, because it's like one thing is trying to communicate to another thing to be able to connect. It's because you're connecting to the internet. So that's basically what they're doing. They're just going to a faster and simpler method for them to communicate faster. So, but what we're hearing, it makes no fucking sense. We're hearing what code sounds like.
So we're listening to the start of the end of the world because now they have their own language that we can't understand, and they can get a better plan of attack.
If you think about it, technically, you could.
I don't understand other human languages, so that doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, like you remember, you know of the code talkers.
Hey, listen, hold on. Sorry, give me 1 second, Brock.
What?
I just watched you throw that Zen in, and I just want to say I've been off the nicotine for a few months now.
Listen, I had to go back on them because like I
want it so bad.
I was trying to weed myself off of them
because you're drunk right now.
So
it is.
So I wanted to get off of these because I was like, dude, I'm not spending like $8 a can.
Oh, and you sent the text the other day, and you're like, they're cheap again.
Dude, not even that. They're cheaper than anywhere I've ever seen. Now, like they've reduced the price. These are $3 a can now.
It's got to be a marketing thing.
And then the whole roll is $17.
I'll say this: I'm going to continue staying off of nicotine.
Good for you.
For a while.
Smart.
Only because it ruins my sleep, and I can't sleep well when I'm on it.
Crazy, because it's a stimulant.
Is it
No
weird that it
fucking
doesn't?
shit,
Is
Doc.
it weird that that doesn't affect me at all for sleep?
It will.
You think
it
so?
Used to not.
You think so? You're the
it
you
used
have
to
a
not
fucking
affect me,
CPAP,
and
sir.
it did eventually. So that's why I'll stay off it. But when I'm old and gray and my friends start dying, I'm smoking Marlboros. I'm back on Zins. I'm drinking more than I've ever done in my
Zins,
life.
Just dip, dude.
I'll do it all. That's what I'm saying. I'll smoke Marlboros. I'll do
I will
Zins.
put
I'll do
fentanyl in my
Copenhagen.
asshole.
I don't care. When I get old enough, I don't care. I'll start having sex with AI.
Going out with a bang.
Dude, Doc, I didn't tell you this. I didn't tell you this.
Continue.
So, did I tell you what what Luna did, my dog?
Yes.
So, for the viewers, my dog...
We talked about it. I was on stream when you were talking about that.
So, my dog, Luna, who is a 35-pound Aussie Shepherd Border Collie, I go out in the living room. She comes in the game room. I'm petting her. I'm like, you're such a good girl. You've been so good since you got back from your puppy boot camp. Go out in the living room.
This is AI, dog.
I find one of these cans chewed to fucking pieces in the living room. I'm like, where the fuck did you find that? Because all my cans are usually in here. So I had a can in a pocket or something somewhere that she found and got a hold of. So I'm like, where did you find that? Because I needed to know. I'm like, is that an old can? Because there were 2 Zen pouches on the floor next to the chewed up can. And I was like, was that a full can? Because I need to know where. I'm like, where the fuck did you find that can? And how full was it? I called.
She almost died.
Dude, yes. So I called poison control and they said, you need to take her to the ER immediately. So I called her vet. Her vet was like, well, we close in 20 minutes and we can't do anything for her. The closest emergency. So this is the other thing that sucks about where I live. The closest 24-hour vet clinic is in San Antonio, which is an hour from me. And my dog just ate a super toxic amount of Zen. And I was like,
drive
okay.
fast.
Dude, that's the other thing. They shut down the main highway, so there was traffic. It took us over an hour to get there. And
well, she lived.
She did, only because she threw them up immediately. And she had consumed 13 of these pouches. To put it this way, one of these pouches is enough to kill her. 13 of these, like the amount of nicotine that are in these pouches is 6 milligrams. She consumed 60 milligrams of nicotine and thankfully didn't absorb any of it.
That math doesn't add up.
What was it? Maybe it's like 40 something. I don't know. What's 6 times 13?
More than 60.
12, 72, 78 milligrams.
78 milligrams. She consumed 78 milligrams of fucking. I never said I was good at math. Come on.
He was in the army, folks. So.
She consumed 70 something milligrams of fucking nicotine, which is enough to be toxic to a person. And thankfully she didn't absorb any of it. So a little side note on that. Before we go into the funny parts, I want to talk because I'm gonna need the funny parts to cleanse what I'm about to talk about, and I have no article on this. AI being used in CP.
In what?
CP.
I don't even talk about that.
Was it?
It's a thing
What's
that
CP?
I can't say
about
it
it
on YouTube. It involves children.
Got it.
So I've been seeing a lot. So, like, this is another thing that happened in Sora. Someone found a video that someone made in Sora of kids using the Rose toy.
Ugh.
And it's
Not even a good toy.
That's not
That's
the
also
fucking
gross.
point, is it?
That's not,
I understand. I'm trying to keep it lighthearted here,
but
this is going to get dark.
This
is not something you can keep lighthearted. I want to say that this is not something that can be kept lighthearted.
It can't be kept lighthearted.
There's no joke to be made here. That's disgusting.
So, like,
that ended up on TikTok.
And people are like, well, and then you have these people that are like, well, I mean, it's not real kids. But the problem is, it is.
We're towing a line here.
It is, though, because Sora can't just create a face. You have to give it no AI can just, well, I don't know if that's 100% true.
It uses features of thousands upon thousands of pictures. So technically it does create a face.
It does create a face, but it needs other faces similar to create the face, right? So the fact is that someone is prompting Sora with real photos of children to make it make something. And that's where it's like, dude, if you have kids, any of you viewers, because I know there's viewers out there that have kids, don't post them online.
This is why
that's not possible.
We don't post our kids on.
Right, and we've talked.
Like, I stream, and it's like you will not come anywhere near this camera. I make a video, you go to the other room. You don't even talk in the background.
Yeah, and I know that, like, when they're young, they want to be involved, right? So they don't understand right now that, like, hey, there are some people on the internet that are very dangerous that will take advantage of you being involved and will exploit you. And they don't understand that, which they shouldn't because they're so young, right? But that's the other thing. It's just like, and then I see these people in the comment section of these fucking videos talking about like how fucked up this shit is, and like how this is the part where AI regulation or like something needs to happen, because people are using it for stuff like this. This is like the dangerous part of the AI, besides just the political stuff, this kind of shit. And then I see people's comments were like, one person said, well, what do you expect us to do? Do you want us to do it for real? And it's like, I want to put a bullet.
No, but you didn't never do it.
Like, or you could just, take a permanent nap forever and save us all the fucking trouble. And like, it's just like, dude, like, and they're being so open about it. It's like, do you want us to offend for real? It's like, I would rather you just not exist, honestly.
Here's the problem. Do you remember MAP? the whole
Yes.
minor
Yes.
person
The whole
comment,
like
they're like, I would never do this, but I am attracted. If that is how you feel, and you are excusing yourself, you need to find your closest institution, and you need to admit yourself and never fucking leave.
I'll do one better. You
That's what
need
needs to happen.
you need to find. Should I say this for YouTube?
No,
don't say
shouldn't.
it. I know what you're gonna say. Don't say it. Don't say it because it's gonna get us in trouble.
I'll say this,
And we'll never get any views.
There is a medication that cures the map community, and it comes in various different sizes.
It's cheap.
And it's cheap. And the most common dosage is 9 millimeters. So, yes. And I had this conversation with Alicia too, and I even said, like, I tell everybody this. I have a societal collapse game plan of, if society were to collapse, the first thing I'm going to do is go to a registry and pull as many names off of it as I can.
Yeah.
And then location wise too. And then I'm going to go one by one, and I'm going to interrogate them. What?
You just get my zombie apocalypse. I never thought about that, about a zombie apocalypse, because I'm probably going to go out. Zombies are going to get me. I'm going to have some fun before they.
It's not even about having fun too. It's about this. Like, you're talking about a societal collapse where some of the worst predators now have free reign. They're unchecked. They're now they're the most dangerous. They're one of the most dangerous things that you can have. And now they're about to be unchecked. So in a societal collapse, you go to each one. And also, these kinds of people are very self-preserving. So you question them creatively. They'll give up the ones that are on the registry. Because if you can convince them that, like, you'll be fine, I'll let you go. They'll give up other people that's perfect.
What are you, Homelander?
To preserve themselves. And it's like, cool, I lied. And then you just kind of go down the list, and you kind of take care of that problem. Like, that's my apocalypse plan.
Hold on. Future episode. Okay. Pause.
I don't know if this should be a future episode.
No. This is a case. This is like a actual court case that happened. I think it was in Alaska. There was a guy.
No, you're talking about the Alaskan Avenger.
Yeah. We should talk about him in a future episode. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
I think that'd be an interesting episode to go down this thought process in relation to his case.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, like I really hope everybody that watches this is on the same page. But people like that of the registry type have no place in society. Therefore, should be removed from society, and not in an institution way, in a more sure way, if you catch my drift.
But
so,
anyway,
with the AI stuff, yeah, like
real porn is about to get wild, though.
I'm sure it is. But that's also, like, that's the dark thing too, right? So, like, you can have people being used in AI porn, and it's actually already being done, where people's likeness is already being used in AI porn, and it's like,
would you fucking AI?
They're not consenting.
No. What do you mean would I fucking AI? They're not even real. I have a real
so like the Black Mirror, Black Mirror episode where it's basically a human, like the material or whatever is like
all there.
Yeah, but like the material is basically bio.
Again, I was gonna say the only people, by the way, to your question about, like, would you have sex with AI? The only people that would actually do that are troglodytes, are uncomfortable with leaving their home, right?
Or I'm gonna throw a caveat. It could be those people. Like, if you think about all of the nuances and things that people hate about relationships, the nagging things that a natural person will complain about a relationship, whether it be the extreme end or just like everyday complaints, nuances. This bitch told me to do the dishes again. I don't fucking know. They don't have to deal with any of that. They're going to take the easy route.
The thing is, how damaging is that to the person, to a person's psyche? And I only say that because it's like
we don't know.
Well,
truly,
no, as a human being, as one that's in a relationship, those kinds of conflicts are needed. They're healthy, right? That's why like relationships or marriages that have zero conflict never last, because there needs to be some kind of conflict at some point. Like you need to have that. It doesn't have to be like what mine and my ex was, but it should be something like, you know, like, oh, she's asking
her hammering your asshole.
No, no, her basically telling me like, why are you the way you are? I don't like, why are you so forgetful? Why can't you be more like my dad? Stuff like that, where it was like, you know, demeaning type shit.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, shit, I'll be transparent about it. Like me and Kate have had our share of.
I think everybody has
arguments.
I think we've seen it on stream.
Like, most of those are joking. But anyway, it like if you've seen one on stream, it's not a real argument. It's more of like a all right,
performative.
You know what I mean? It's performative. Or if it is any kind of real, it's like all right, bud, that's too far. Okay, my bad. But in like real life, it's like one of those things like you're saying you kind of need it, and I can agree with that, because it's like at the end of the day when it happens and you get through it, you're like, I feel closer to you. You know what I mean? Because you went through something hard, right? And then you go, that is like the like when a muscle tears when you're working out and it just gets bigger and stronger. That's what a relationship is whenever you have an argument.
And when you don't have,
I think you're thinking of micro tears.
And when well, you know what he meant. But like when you don't have that, it just atrophies, right? So like these kinds of things, it's like, well, man, imagine if she can't nag me. It's like, well, you know, you learn to appreciate those things because it's like that's a human interaction, right? So like, yeah, like me and Alicia, we don't fight ever. I mean, we'll have like disagreements, but they're never argumentative. But
you also gotta think it could be beneficial for those ones that, like, what do they call them? Incels? Like the people that quite literally just the nature isn't letting them get laid. It's just not happening.
I don't believe in that.
And then no, it's actually a real thing.
Nature not letting them, or themselves.
That's nature.
I don't. Yeah. Okay.
I think we're all too put together for nature to really take effect in you not being able to get laid, unless it's like a medical condition. But when I think of an incel, I don't think of somebody that is naturally taken away. I am realizing that I am bringing up something I don't need to, and I need to let you finish your thought. I am sorry. That's actually really rude of me. I'm bringing up something that has nothing to do with what you were about to say. I apologize. You can continue.
They can. Those are the ones that are like really on the extreme end of when they get rejected too, and then they can do like some crazy shit,
stalkerish shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely, especially stalker people.
That actually just happened at TwitchCon.
Shocking. Did you see the shock on my face?
Did you see that at TwitchCon?
No, hold on, let me finish.
Like, hold on, I gotta talk to and they're like freaking out, like I'm about to be taken away from my favorite person.
I don't know about that one, but there was this streamer girl, like guy ran up to her and tried to fucking kiss her, and security had to like throw him off of her.
Ew.
And like, and then she even said that like people are pissed off at Twitch for this because I guess like the Twitch employees were kind of joking about it and stuff. They allowed that guy to stay at TwitchCon and go to other booths and stuff.
He's been kicked out.
He wasn't kicked out.
He should have. That's the thing. Like I can understand being upset with the facility.
She apparently did not want to do this meet and greet thing, and Twitch told her that she wouldn't get paid unless she did.
That's crazy.
Well, Twitch is fucking out there now, dude. It's fucking.
That's part of the that's part of the contract. I mean, you got to do the contract.
I feel bad for female streamers and stuff like that because they're definitely more targeted for things like that versus males. It's like, no, fuck off. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, I think emotionally they're more susceptible to it, unfortunately, as well, because of how society breeds and anything. Anyways, but those guys, or hell, there's even crazy bitches out there. If they had an AI to fuck, I think it would be beneficial for society overall.
How do you fucking AI?
No, I can agree.
How do you
Well,
fuck
if you
AI?
have to get a bot. There's plenty of
like the Black Mirror episode, like kind of like how they had ordered whatever, and it had the personality of the person, and like the makeup of was like bio. It was like bioengineer type thing because they had to put it in like the bathtub, and then it grew.
I have a thought. I'm gonna come back. You continue your thought, but I have
That's pretty much it
on your question, Brock. But
that's pretty much it. Continue.
I'm gonna. Okay.
Go pee.
So have y'all watched
I
Ed
thought you
Gein?
were gonna go pee. Yeah.
Well, I am, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this thought to spark conversation while I'm gone. So y'all y'all know who Ed Gein is? Have y'all seen that show yet on
from
Netflix?
Wisconsin. Yes, I know who Ed Gein is.
Okay.
The serial killer.
He wasn't actually technically.
He wasn't a serial killer. He dug up bodies. He's confirmed killed 2 people.
Suspected of 7, confirmed 2, but mostly dug up bodies.
I've heard the name.
And
I haven't watched it.
Had insane mental disorders, right? Like was deemed insane, didn't get sent to prison. Anyway, so in the show, right? This is something that's unconfirmed, but in the show they depict it is him going with necrophilia, right? With your question about how do you have sex with AI, right? There are plenty of like dolls that you can buy from adult stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just have the AI, you prompt the AI to vocally have that interaction with you while you go with the doll. And the reason I bring up Ed Gein is because in the show, he saw this happening. He auditorily hallucinated what was going on while he interacted with the dead body. And it's just something that it's kind of like, if he did enact in that in real life, and that is how it worked, because it was confirmed he had auditory hallucinations.
Yeah, he's schizophrenic.
Someone can have that same thing, like using AI to auditorily help them while doing the act with the doll.
I guess.
Yeah, it's got its benefits.
While you go
pee, for sure.
So Ed Gein, he back in the 50s, yes, he was he was like the first serial killer, I guess you could say, but he wasn't really a serial killer because they only confirmed 2 of his victims to be ones he killed. But he was he dug up graves and okay, so you know Silence of the Lambs?
Okay.
Buffalo Bill?
Okay.
Was inspired by Ed Gein. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, inspired by Ed Gein. Wearing of the skin and all that stuff, because that's what he was doing. He was making a skin suit of a woman because he wanted to recreate his mother. His mom had died, and he had a really weird relationship with his mom. The movie Psycho was very inspired by Ed Gein. Like that was like Alfred Hitchcock wrote that because of Ed Gein. He got that inspiration straight from Ed Gein. So Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Buffalo Bill, like all those
puts the lotion on the skin.
Yes, that's inspired by Ed Gein. The acts that he did of creating a skin suit from women. Like that's why that's what that's from. Like Ed Gein was the OG of that. But Ed Gein was also a very disturbed person. Like he clearly, because he dug up bodies, but like he had schizophrenia. So like he didn't know what he was doing. He thought all of this shit that he was doing was real. Like he thought all the things he saw were real. He never served a time in prison. He was in a mental institution for the duration of his life after he got arrested.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
We were just waiting on you. We were silent the whole time.
Going into the lightheartedness stuff now, so we can wrap this up.
Yeah, we said nothing until you came back.
Is that Ricky Berwick? And
yes,
I love that.
Take a little titanium white.
Are we hitting play?
Yeah, we're hitting play.
Right up here into the sky. Real soft.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Winning
I
Best
just love
Streaming
this on my
AI
face.
Likeness of 2025 at the Oscars.
Wow.
I don't even have words. The Academy. Thank you.
Hey, art lovers. Welcome back to
Ew.
Soft Brushstrokes.
ASMR?
Today's guest.
Oh, with paintings.
Bridge in Norway. The one with the iconic.
Welcome to Surrey!
That was creepy as hell.
Oh, I didn't like that.
What's this weird Viking one?
I don't even know.
And the cat one?
Oh god, I'm full screen.
Cat one's kind of dope.
I'm still on the Viking.
See, okay, pause real quick. The cat one is like clearly like that's AI, obviously. You know.
Hold on, let me finish the cat one.
Like I'm skating on keys.
Dion, you've just
Dude, that looks just like fucking.
It literally does.
What's his face?
Yeah. Drew
Carey.
Carey.
Oh,
this looks real.
Have you heard someone say "no cap"? It's a
And it
phrase
sounds just
used
like
Mr.
him.
Rogers?
when you're telling the truth,
Yeah.
with no exaggeration at
And
all.
that looks like the type of video that was going back then.
What the hell? He better not have bought my company. Someone call Satya. He promised this would
this
not happen.
one is fucking very real looking.
Mathematically,
The
Albert
Cybertruck?
Einstein?
No.
significant strikes with higher momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, energy equals 1/2 mv squared. His mass is smaller. My velocity.
When we bring the current along this path, energy flows here to the battery and then into the processor. Connect these traces.
Oh, I've seen. There's a lot of controversy about the MLK ones.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Dedicated wham. Fuck. I like the Minecraft joke though. I've seen the other ones where they're a lot worse.
Yeah, Ronald McDonald.
The Skycam 7, Chris, what are we looking at?
Yeah, Dino, we're over the 110 just south of downtown, and that's
I love
exactly what it
the
looks
pet
like.
one
Ronald
stealing shit.
There we go. Thank
Oh, I
you.
know. The cops being chasing them. Now the one on the one on the bicycles were the GPUs.
Find your rhythm. We're sitting at
Mhm.
200 watts
That
already.
one is
Expand the
wild.
screen, cars lighting up. Push through that resistance. Last climb. 3.
So the one with the Cybertruck, this guy after the, I think this is somebody that uploaded themselves and they're making videos.
Check the corners. Hello, is anyone down here? This is not good. Not good.
No, he is AI. Maybe he uploaded a video, like footage.
That's
of
what I'm
himself.
saying. He uploaded himself, and this is him.
Your break is over.
But like, pause it real quick. Human features and Sora. Like, I remember at a time when AI videos, like, you could see it because they could never get the fingers right, the faces right, the mouths right. Now it's to the point where
Usually
like,
the movement.
and the movement. Now it's to the point where it's like they really got it fucking down now.
And everything else in like the background, all the extra shit, the timing of the sound, the mouth movement is a big one.
Words was always something that AI could never get right, like spelling and words and all that shit, lettering and stuff. It can never get it right. Now with Sora,
Like,
Sora gets it absolutely right.
Facial and mouth movement are like the biggest ones. And like I was telling you before we started recording, they did this one with, they did some like identical prompts with VO3 and Sora to see which one was more realistic, I guess. Like which one you could be like, oh, I don't fucking know. And VO3 won out every single time. Like they were all, there was only one that Sora failed, was the copyright one, because after they had went back and changed their terms of service and things like that, VO3 will still do some copyrighted things. But there's VO3 is still more powerful and more realistic than Sora, and Sora is already this powerful.
I know.
Because VO3 costs hundreds of dollars a month to be able to fucking use right now.
This anime.
Uh-huh.
You will not turn.
The point I was trying to get at is like this also goes with like the creation of anime, right? How studios could just like this shit can do anime perfect.
Pretty good.
I saw some South Park ones too. So it's like it's the exact art style of South Park.
Yeah, and it's like it's sure like,
but that is a civil art style.
Even still, like art style, that's the one thing that this kind of shit can really do well is like just create something off of an art style versus recreating a real person. Even though like yes, you can recreate a real person very well, but it can also exceptionally well create animated shit. So it can voice it, it can write it, it can animate it, it can draw it, it can do all of it. You know,
it's just where like then like if that became the norm, it's you're only paying someone to script it.
Imagine paying for Crunchyroll.
I mean, probably not even that.
Imagine paying for Crunchyroll and every single thing on there is like just an AI prompt, was created through an AI prompt. Would you like paying for that?
Like you,
no, it feels good.
You're only
50-something fucking bucks a month to watch some AI fucking garbage that you could have just made yourself.
I probably could make it myself.
Or honestly, it's like part of. I think part of consuming this kind of stuff and the conversation that AI is starting is like, would you rather support something that is a passion project by, 50 people, or would you rather support something that is mostly created by AI and just prompted by 5 people? You know what I mean? Like, I think me personally, I'd rather go for the 50 people and support that because it's supporting more people. Now, granted, you could tell me that the AI, the script is better and all this stuff is better, but like, come on,
You know
you
who's
know what I
gonna
mean?
lean?
Like,
You know who's
I would
gonna
rather
lean
support
into some shit like
humans.
that? You know who's more likely to lean into the AI anime shit? The younger
Amazon.
generation.
Oh,
as a consumer, I mean.
Oh,
so like people,
yeah.
Well, of course.
people of our generation and maybe even a little bit younger than us, they're not cool with the whole AI taking over the things that they like. But then you have the newer generations where like all they do is fucking consume YouTube shorts and they can't even write their fucking names.
Yeah.
This type of
Which
shit,
is like
they will watch it because they're like, I like it. It's entertaining, and I'm fucking retarded.
In 20 years, 20 to 30 years, when we are all being pushed out of the workforce, that is when this will become the norm. Is when we, the people that have the passion to support the individual, to the human, are pushed out, and it just becomes, well, why not just use AI? It's easier.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's what we do in the military. We either fucking adapt or
die.
crumble, adapt or fail. It's like it's evolution to its finest. If we want to be resistant to it, that's a little understandable. But we either adapt or fucking we don't, and we're just gonna fail.
Which, yeah,
harshly putting it.
It's that. I mean, that is a good point. But at what point do you go, well, you have to adapt or overcome, and then look around and go, fuck. Nobody can adapt because there's no work left.
Nobody can adapt because nobody's fucking real anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
or
adapt to what?
Anything anybody can do. Like, there's like at some point it becomes a market problem where there are too many workers and not enough work, and that becomes a whole fucking issue. And now because the workers can't find work, they can't pay for what you want to make, and then now you're not making as much money, and then it, hopefully that's when it evens out. But
that would be very, very dark times.
It will be
during
that out.
During that period of figuring it out to where it evens out is a fucking very dark time, because it's just like you have so many people without a job, so many people with this, and then so many companies are losing money because people don't have a job. And then it's just going like, it's like you're saying, going like this until it evens out, where they start leaning away from the AI shit to let people do it. But at the same time, it's like, it's up to the consumer to not consume it.
Yeah.
Because if they keep consuming it, there is no incentive to fucking change. They'll just keep doing it because they can make the most money out of it and not have to fucking pay anything. They don't have to spend money on shit, and it's way cheaper and it's way faster. So they just make it's all profit. There's no fucking overhead at that point. It's just profit.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen AI Robot?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, iRobot? Yeah.
Yeah, Will Smith. I imagine, ideally, AI getting to be like Sunny.
Moral?
Like human?
Humanish.
Like a Detroit Become Human
morality
type.
I've never seen Detroit. Or played it.
It's a game. What happens?
I never played
it. The AI is mistreated, and they become so human that they just want equal rights, and they start rising up against humans because humans do not respect them.
Yeah, I think that's going to be to where we get, because once one becomes conscious, that's kind of what it is. Like, it goes back to what I was saying, that it's going to become like a form of racism, where like Sonny, when he was like making that art, he's like, can a robot create a work of art? He's like, can you? All right, touche. But like, just because he could do it the way that he didn't mean that he didn't fucking create it because of where he was at that point. Like, he was conscious. Let's be real.
Yeah.
In the movie, he was conscious.
I I think in reality where it's going to go is I think AI is going to get so good that the greed of humans is going to let AI kind of take over the market. And I think, like I said, enough people are going to not have jobs and not be able to consume what AI can put out. So therefore, the people that can afford to be making it aren't making enough money anymore, and the greed will become so high that they have to start cutting back in order to secure new customers. So that's where it's going to be like, that whole thing I said earlier, where like AI is going to get here, equality is becoming the big thing. It's going to bring humans together, and then AI will have to come back down. The market will have to fix itself, and then we'll eventually. That is how we will eventually get to the point where we can integrate with AI. But I think it's going to have to become a very dark time for the working person
Probably
against AI before it becomes.
Let me do you one darker. The defense industry. So defense industry is really leaning into autonomous vehicles, ground vehicles, boats, aircraft, with AI targeting programming, basically saying that all these vehicles operate independently, and if they lose connection to the user, they can use their algorithm, their AI, to determine what target to shoot, whether or not they should shoot it.
It's actually crazy.
And it's like
that's when we get into the point of human. So a human error is what we call it. AI has been known to make less mistakes. So will we hold an AI more accountable for making maybe one mistake in 100,000 versus a human that would make 1 in 100 mistake? You see what I mean? I'm just saying we got to look at, they are designed to make less mistakes. Is there going to be mistakes where you're like, you shouldn't have fucking done that?
Well, then
we already have cases of humans doing it.
So there's also this thought of this. So let's say that there's an autonomous bird, like an autonomous aircraft drone that's on its way with a strike package to hit a target. Before it gets to that target, it's being put in that we're going to surveil this target, and then like the higher ups are going to determine whether or not to make the strike, and the operator gives the bird to go ahead to do the strike. The idea is if there is any kind of interference that disconnects the operator from the drone, that the drone will make its decision for itself. But then let's say it strikes a target that wasn't supposed to be hit, that probably shouldn't have been hit, but who's held accountable at that point? But then even
you're just talking about like who's held accountable.
Not even just that, right? So at what point do we give these autonomous weapons so much autonomy that they begin exclusively making the decisions, and then realize I'm able to make these decisions without the operator. I'm going to start picking targets. And then it goes and makes the decision of like, I need to fix the world. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like it can go, I could see it snowballing into some shit like that, because it's like, you give
humans. I truly believe that humans are just, we're so naturally afraid of things that we don't know about or understand. So we do create the doom and gloom aspect.
Well, you kind of have to.
However, yeah, because
in a
if
sense,
you go into it fearless, you will create something that.
I don't mean fearless.
I would hope that we never give AI access to nuclear weapons.
What will go wrong and what we're fucking with is playing God, and that will go wrong, right? Like whether you out there as viewer, you guys believe in the idea of a God, right? I think we can all agree that there's a concept of that, and when humans start playing God, it's gonna get fucking weird because we're not gonna know how to control it. We're gonna create autonomy, and we're gonna know what the fuck to do with it, because then you're gonna have people that are like, well, it's real now. What do you do? It's real.
And it all starts off with the idea of, especially when it comes to like weapons and military technology, it starts off with, how can we do this to take out a threat with minimal collateral damage and no danger to our troops?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the idea of the autonomous the autonomous vehicles is that it's unmanned, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is no crew that's in danger, because let's be real, like troops are the most expensive asset in the military. Well, one of the most expensive assets, because if you include like how much it costs to feed us, to fund us, to fucking pay us, to equip us, to pay out if we die, to insure us and all that stuff. Like losing troops is costly in more ways than just, a paycheck and equipping us.
Yeah.
Whereas autonomous crafts don't have that. And it starts off with the idea of also like when you're going to strike a target, like obviously you don't want to hit the wrong people, and you don't want people that have no idea what's going on, that have no involvement with like with whatever their target is, to be part of that strike. So trying to make it as efficient as possible with little to no collateral damage and at no risk to any personnel. It starts off with that idea, and then it just spirals into how much autonomy do you give something before it exclusively makes the decisions, and then it decides you're the fucking problem too.
And here's the other thing too with it is not just it making the decision, but it unable to disagree, right? Allowing somebody with so much power over these autonomous machines to tell them where to go. It can't say no. It can't say no to an unlawful order.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that
It
too.
can't be like, dude, no, I'm not fucking dropping a bomb over here. This is mostly civilians. Hell no. It'll just do it. You know what I mean? And then it turns into, I didn't do that. It was the autonomy. It was the AI. I didn't do that. You can't prove it.
And then when it gets autonomy,
Even though
it's just
he
like,
did.
oh, you are the problem too.
Yeah. And
So
then
most, AI now has those parameters where like it knows when like it probably shouldn't do some things.
I'm sure like it's way above my fucking pay grade that like there is AI out there that already does this kind of shit, that has parameters to keep these things from being able to be done. So I don't know.
Because it does learn. The longer it learns, because it's going to get closer to human, it's just going to be a little bit more, well, a lot of bit more logical. It's good. I say simulation, but we're going to toe the line between simulation versus real. But when it can have its own, essentially like own thoughts and feelings, it's going to be far more logical and use those feelings irrationally than humans do. Like humans are more leaned into the emotional side of things and in less control of our emotions than our logical side. Whereas the AI is going to be on the flip side. They're going to be able to use the emotional side or simulation, however you want to put it, but it's going to be more based in the logical side. But like, ideally, I see it as more like Sunny, because even there's that scene where he's like, "Do you not see my logic?"
That would be ideal.
Like, do you not see my logic yet? Yes, it just seems heartless. That's where I think that we can get. That's truly where I think that we're gonna try to get to.
I hope so.
I think it's gonna have to go through a lot of terrible mistakes there, and that's the scary part.
Probably.
Yeah.
There'll be the aspects that like suck ass, like the fucking videos and everything that the other nefarious counterparts are going to use for different various nefarious reasons.
So we could wrap this up. Let's end it on a lighthearted one.
Yep.
Big breath out.
Goddamn.
And there it is. Big breath out.
I need that. I need that right now.
Sorry about the table. That
Dude,
was
I do
one of the
too,
little
man.
breaths.
I think I'm.
This one's great.
All right, so warming up.
Got hard, huh?
Just relax your shoulders for me, okay?
I'm a little nervous.
You'll be fine. Deep breath in and out. Here we go.
Through the wall.
Oh no, Mrs. Harvard.
All right. Big breath in and let it out. Ready?
Wait, what? Hold on, pause.
All right.
If that were you, wouldn't you walk into the appointment like, what happened to that big ass hole in the wall that was already there before I got thrown into it?
Or why does it look like the drywall's just been replaced and then broken again?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? All right, continue.
Are you kidding me? You threw me through the wall.
You're breathing better though, right?
Just relax, breathe out.
Kobe Bryant.
Open up that joint, take some pressure
That's
off.
wow.
Easy. Ready? Here we go.
All right, just a big breath in for me and out.
Just what's the old lady throwing?
Goddamn.
Oh my God. Deep breath, okay?
That was that was terrible prompting.
Come back here, you didn't pay. Deep breath, okay? Well, that's a lawsuit.
That's a lawsuit.
Next client, come in, please.
You won't feel a thing.
Hopefully this fixes my stiff neck.
Come back next week for round 2.
I think it fixed the stiff neck.
Deep breath in.
I love that one.
Just relax here. A little twist, right?
Didn't expect the second one.
Just relax those shoulders for me, Miss Carter. Big breath in and out.
Oh,
Where'd the
there
audio
it is,
go?
nice and easy.
that actually felt wonderful.
Oh,
Perfect.
pause
Now
real
for
quick.
the
My fucking
Not
headset.
for the advanced part.
advanced part.
Oh.
Miss Carter,
I've seen this one.
Feel a thing. Hopefully this fixes my stiff neck.
Here we go.
Great adjustment.
Great adjustment. Come back next week for round 2.
Nice and loose for me. Deep breath in and out. Good. A little release first.
There we go. And here's the big one. Hang on.
I thought he was gonna pull her head off.
Oh shit!
Just relax for me. Little turn and
Oh.
There we go.
This is fucking hilarious, actually.
He cracks her neck and then throws her in the fucking wall.
Relief in years.
Yeah.
And the one above that one.
All right, Miss Dorsey, just take a deep breath for me. Let it out. Good. Nice and easy right there.
Fuck.
Bro. I'm sorry. I have to send this to y'all.
Dude, it's funny because you know what? I know where these fucking AI videos of the chiropractors like fucking up old people came from. It came from an actual video of a chiropractor who would adjust old people, and it was like, it was so funny because it was clear, like this dude, it seemed like he was fucking these old people up. Hang on, let me see if I can.
Hold on, I'm putting this in the chat because it's a, oh my God. I just started to watch it. It was the one that came up first when I opened it, but it's so fucking hilarious.
Oh man, Seaman Timmy, dude. I fucking love Seaman Timmy.
Have you been watching these?
I've seen a few of them.
Oh my God, dude.
I've seen these. Should I show that one on this?
Where he's like, they don't know that I got that retard in me. Like, what?
Yeah. Don't show these. Don't show these.
Hang on, I'm gonna show you guys.
I'll get in trouble.
I'm gonna watch the rest of this when we're done.
I'm gonna send you the fucking. Okay, so I'm gonna send you this last one. This is this is a real chiropractor video.
Scoliosis. That's been cooking up for lots and lots of years. Oh, beautiful. Last time I looked at that x-ray, I remember seeing 18 fractures out of 24 vertebrae in the spine. Just bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. They were
Bada bing,
all
bada boom.
fractures. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Good.
Oh my God.
Yes, man. Oh, yeah. Good movement there, huh?
Yeah. Holy shit.
All right, Miss Lorraine, relax that head for me.
Oh, yeah.
Is she still alive?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The pulling one.
Wow.
Power's on.
All down the back.
Wow.
My middle of my back.
She's in so much
All
pain.
healing takes time. That this isn't Amazon Prime, right?
So did you know that the pulling one is actually very dangerous because
Yes, 'cause you can detach the fucking-
there's like there's some veins and arteries in your neck to where when you
X-ray, I
pull your
remember seeing
spine
18
like that,
fractures
it
out of
will
24
separate and you
vertebrae in
can
the spine.
pinch that artery and nerve or that artery in there.
Yeah, I know. That's why, like, if I ever go to a chiropractor, they are not touching my neck. I don't give a fuck.
Like some of the basic adjustments are good.
I'm sorry.
But
Did you see
one I'll
dude
do
try
every
twisting ladies' fucking head off? I'm not getting that shit done. Like that second adjustment he did on her neck was just like she's like, oh, it was like.
Those are normal. Like the majority of them are normal.
when she's laying on
But
her
they
face.
do them to the extreme in a lot of these videos.
Dude, and the fucking polling one, like, dude, it's just like, I wonder what the comments say. Like, don't ever let a guy that says "bada boom, bada beam, bada boom, bada bim" fix you in any way. Wow. She's like, wow.
That's pretty
I
true.
can't tell if she's impressed with his work or impressed that he didn't kill her. Oh my god, dude, she definitely died minutes later. So it's like, bro did every Mortal Kombat finisher he ever wanted to try on a human on her. Imagine at about 15 minutes, a real chiropractor comes in and says, "What the fuck is going on?"
Here's the thing too about like going to a chiropractor. Like, this is something I didn't know. I went because I was in like legitimate, I could not get out of my bed pain. And then when I tried to just go to the bathroom, I fell because it just hurt so bad. So I went to a chiropractor and I get there. I thought they were just going to take me to the back room and crack all my shit.
No.
And they're like, no, we have to massage you. We have to relax you. We
There's
have
a
to do
whole
so
process.
many things before we do an actual adjustment, or else you're screwed.
They want
Like, we can really hurt
MRIs.
you.
They want imagery done too before they even touch you.
Yeah, they did that. They like I went in and sat down in the dude's office, like the main doctor's office, and he's like, so tell me about your background. And I was like, this was hurting to. And he goes, so what do you do for work? And I was like, well, I just got Marine Corps infantry. And he goes, get to the X-ray room now. Like, he's like, I have plenty of you dudes come in. You need to come back or you need an adjustment. I was like, all right. I go back to the X-ray room, found out I had scoliosis. And then they're like, go down on the massage bed. You need to get massaged out. Then I go back there and he's like, if you tense up, this was going to fucking hurt.
Yeah.
He's like,
because your muscles hold that shit in place.
Yeah. And he was like, breathe out and then immediately adjust it as I'm breathing out. He didn't give me a chance to even tense up. He's like, I can fuck you up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you could blow.
That's why car crashes. That's why car crashes. People, like drunk people, survive more because they're loose.
They're all loose.
They don't tense up.
Yeah,
when most injuries happen in car crashes because you're afraid and you tense up, and then that's when shit happens.
Yeah, I have fucking arthritis from my entire fucking spine, and I know I need an adjustment. I've yet to do it, even though I really want it.
You can hear this. I went to my primary care last year after moving out here. Got my blood work and they're asking about stuff. And I was like, yeah, my back hurts. Like, do you want a chiropractic adjustment to the VA? I was like, yeah, that sounds great. They called me to set up that appointment. I got scared and I ignored the phone call and didn't set up the appointment. I was like, this is a chiropractor at the VA. They might kill me.
Oh, dude, yeah. I was thinking that too.
I just got nervous because I'm like, this is a government chiropractor. I think I'd rather privately pay for a chiropractor.
100%. All right, kids, let's wrap this up. It's late. We've been going at it for a while.
We appreciate y'all for jumping down this rabbit hole with us.
We really appreciate you going down our hole today. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow or share the video, comment, subscribe.
This one was a deep one. We'll definitely have to come back to this one too.
No,
let us know which of our holes you like the most. In the comments.
Show us your hole. That's where it spits. So yeah, if you like the video, like and subscribe, comment, all the stuff that helps the algorithm out. We love you. We appreciate you guys for hanging out. So we're gonna figure out what the next episode's gonna be. Kind of have an idea. Have to go through all of it. So anyway,
see you down the next hole.
See you down the next rabbit hole, guys. Love you. Have a good one.
Bye.